Kinderhook on your Lakers hometown radio station, Mix 92.7.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Camdenton Lakers Football. I'm Denny Bunny alongside Steve Schneider, my broadcast partner in the Kellysport broadcast booth for 20 years now. Sean Machino already down on the field. Hopefully we'll get a pregame interview with Par Pitts, the head coach of the Camdenton Lakers, and as always, our producer Ricky Smith alongside. We are broadcasting live tonight from Kansas City at Southeast High School, and beautiful area, Steve. I was really impressed just coming into the school. You drive through some beautiful older homes, very well managed. It's a nice area. We get here and even nicer field, huh?
Oh, nicer field, and the hospitality's been outstanding.
Yeah, great people.
They wouldn't let me pay for hot dogs. I just had to donate some to the dance squad. I mean, they even started the hot dog machine up early, because I got here early. I thought the game was earlier, but no, it's a beautiful field. It was just put in last summer to the tune of about $500,000.
Ouch!
What it cost to put the turf in, but it is probably the best field we played on.
Oh, you said
all year.
you got here early because you thought it was a different time game tonight.
Yeah,
right?
I thought it was a 5:30.
So you took a little walk on the field.
I did.
And what'd you think?
I thought it was beautiful.
Cushy.
I did some cuts. That's. I did some cuts, and I could see. Yeah, I was able to make the cuts.
Cutting up your beef jerky before
just about
the game,
twisted my
right?
ankle making a cut.
Yeah.
But no, I think the field's in great shape. It's beautiful. Like you said, beautiful area. I drive through here on the way to visit my son up in Parkville. Drive through here all the time. Never got off the Highway 71 there, but beautiful. We do have a few of the Camden faithful that have showed up across the way. So it's a cold, kind of drizzly night.
Our title sponsor tonight is Hewlett Chevrolet Buick GMC, waiting on Sean Machina, who's standing by with Par Pitts about the 50-yard line. And he's walking this way, waiting for a signal from him. And we'll get into our coaches interview, as always brought to you by Jack's Sporting Goods. And Sean, I think, forgot to turn the mic on.
He's winding it up, it looks like.
So, yeah, we hear him now. We're good. Sean Machino standing by down on the field with the head coach of the Camdenton Lakers, Par Pitts. Sean, what do you got for us?
Hey, tonight, got Coach Pitts here, and this is still in the air, but it feels good, and this is what I think of when I think of football weather tonight.
Yeah, it's finally football weather, a little dampness, a little cool. Gets dark early, all those things. It feels like the time of year that football is super, super exciting.
Yeah. Last week we talked at the postgame. These guys you mentioned they're going to be improved from last year. In what areas, or who do we need to stop? What do we need to do?
And their running back is a guy that got yardage for him last year against us, did a great job. The quarterback is really the guy that's doing it for him now. They're getting under center, and he's running the football really kind of multi-directional. So they're much improved. They got 21 guys, I think, and they had 14 last year. So we know that they're a much better team playing in a really cool, historic stadium tonight. It's pretty neat.
Yeah, it is. Had a couple guys out last week. We got those guys back. I think Colton Bearden was out. Elijah Southwick was out.
Yeah, Colton is back. Unfortunately, Elijah is not back from his injury yet, but we're hoping for him to be back next week. So, but Colton is back, and he'll get in there tonight.
Good.
Yeah.
All right, Coach. We'll see you after the game. Good luck tonight.
All right, thank you.
That's former coach Sean Machino with the current head coach of the Camdenton Lakers, Par Pitts, and the coach's interview brought to you by Jack's Sporting Goods. We're in the middle of our pregame show brought to you by Old Kinderhook, and we'll have more for it in just a moment right here on Mix 92.7 Sports and MoSportsZone.com.
Be ready for tax season with LOZ Tax and Accounting. This mom and daughter duo brings 65 years of experience to the table, proudly supporting the Camdenton Lakers and our lake community. Find them just before RP Lumber on Highway 5 North. Call 573-525-9007 to book your appointment. Look up LOZ Tax on Google. Call 573-525-9007 and trust the experts at LOZ Tax and Accounting. Go Lakers and go LOZ Tax and Accounting.
My car! Life comes at you fast, sometimes too fast. Should have remembered the golden rule. No, not that one. Golden Rule Insurance. Call them for personal lines of insurance for home, auto, life, boat, and RV. And the best part is, when you bundle, you can save actual money. Golden Rule staff are educated and trained to ensure their customers have the very best service. Find personal lines of insurance that work for you. You can find them on Osage Beach Parkway in Osage Beach. Golden Rule Insurance Agency. Coverage you need, people you trust.
Before the Lakers take the field, you know where the gear comes from. Jack's Sporting Goods. For athletics, outdoor fun, and even into the summer deals on lake toys and fishing gear. Need your team or business logo to stand out? Jack's personalized screen printing is the best in the game. And the prices will have you cheering. For 70 years, their legendary customer service has helped the lake gear up with confidence. Jack's Sporting Goods, Highway 54 in Camdenton. TryJacksFirst.com. And remember, try Jack's first.
No pressure, low prices.
Hi, this is Jason at Hewlett Chevrolet Buick GMC in Camdenton. I want to tell you about our award-winning collision repair department. We can repair any make or model and make it look like new. Our staff is second to none and works hard to get you back on the road as fast as possible. We offer free transportation for your convenience and peace of mind during the repair. Come see us today for all of your collision repair needs at Hewlett Chevrolet Buick GMC in Camdenton.
No pressure, low prices. That's the way we do it. Shop Hewlett. ShopHewlett.com.
Hy-Vee has a fresh crop of deals for you this week. Like apples, 99 cents a pound. Jack's, Tombstone, and DiGiorno pizzas, $3.99 each. Chobani yogurt, 8 for $10. And $6.99 a pound for Hy-Vee Choice Reserve boneless beef chuck roast. Save even more when you sign up for Hy-Vee perks at Hy-Vee.com. Hy-Vee in Osage Beach, Jefferson City, Columbia, and Springfield.
Hy-Vee, where there's a helpful smile in every eye.
Yeah.
This is Anna Marie Hopkins with Smarter Move Real Estate Group, powered by Ozark Realty. Now is the time to make the smarter move, and let me help you with your real estate needs. Whether you are buying or selling at the Lake of the Ozarks or anywhere in mid-Missouri, call me, Anna Marie, at 573-544-3587. I can prove there's a smarter move.
Anna Marie Hopkins. She can prove there's a smarter move.
Football!
Take the field.
Game on!
Back to the Camdenton Lakers football pregame and kickoff show on your Lakers hometown radio station, Mix 92.7.
Welcome back to Southeast Kansas City High School. I'm Denny Bunny alongside Steve Schneider. Sean Machina will be joining us momentarily. Kind of a wet, drizzly night here, Steve, but field conditions really don't matter. It's brand new turf, and it looks great. You can see it on camera. It's perfect.
Absolutely, Denny. It's kind of been drizzling all day. That's one of the reasons I wanted to walk out on the field and couldn't see any standing water or any puddles, anything like that. It was really good. So I think field conditions are going to be ideal for the kids today, and they should be able to make a little track meet out of it.
Hey, we got the Mizzou Tigers tomorrow going down to Nashville, Tennessee to take on Vandy. Vandy ranked number 10 in the country, Mizzou at 15. Should be a good ball game.
Oh, yeah, it's going to be a great ball game, Denny. That's something that, and I know the Tiger fans, my son's a huge Tiger fan. He actually went to Mizzou and graduated from there, and he's one of those guys, one of those fans that his whole week is ruined if Mizzou Tigers lose. So he'll be highly invested in the game and going from there.
Hey, you know, ESPN's going to have their coverage down there before the game, the pregame.
Uh-huh.
And they've got, let's see, Nate Bargatze will be there.
Oh, very nice.
The comedian.
Yeah.
A couple of big-time country stars. I can't remember who they are, but they're going to be part of the panel before the game. And I just got a feeling Nate Bargatze is going to be hysterical.
I mean, have you ever seen his show
I
or
have.
seen him on it? He is hilarious. Okay, he is hilarious, and I don't want to spoil it for anybody by doing some of his routines, but he's got some doozies.
I had never seen him before, and a friend of mine asked us to go to, he was down at Ozark Amphitheater, and I go, well, sure, I'll try it, you know.
Yeah.
Didn't know what to expect. He was as clean a comic as you can find today. I mean, there wasn't one bad word in the whole night, and people laughed hysterically. It was awesome.
It was.
He was
Okay,
great.
I'll do one little lead in. I'm not going to do the whole thing, but he gets on.
ahead.
He's on the mic on the stage, and he goes, you know, I found out my wife is selling stuff on Facebook Marketplace, and I found it out from a guy at my front door. And he goes on from there. And just hilarious. So if you ever get a chance to see him in person, he's well worth it.
Well, there you go. We're talking about all kinds of things. Got a little time to kill here, Coach. You want to talk about anything that's going on at Camdenton High School? I mean, I see you have your – oh, that's football.
Yes. Yeah, he's got Laker football.
I thought it might have been volleyball. It looks like a net.
No, I did go to the volleyball game last night.
How'd they do?
The girls played really well. Lost in the second-round districts to the Jeff City Jays. But I tell you what, due to me supervising a lot of middle school games, I don't get to attend a lot of the high school stuff. So this is the first time I went Monday night, and they beat who was it Monday night? I can't remember. But then it was Tuesday night, and then Thursday night they played the Jays. They played really well, but the Jays had a couple big hitters and put it in some spots that we weren't in. But proud of the girls, they did really well, and they had a really good season. I think they ended up 22-8 or 23-8.
That's awesome.
Great season for our volleyball team. Coach Walker did a fabulous job again this year, coaching up the girls along with Coach Asante, and so anyways, yeah.
Hey, have you heard any word on the band was
Coach
going
White,
to
Coach White.
pretty big deal, wasn't he?
The band last weekend, I did not hear any results.
Ricky,
they
you
went
got that?
to St. Louis, and for Bands of America, the regional, I did not get word on that. It was kind of a busy week in the middle school, and so a lot of good things happening there as well. I think soccer districts are going to start up probably within a week or so. It's just the postseason, and for a lot of our programs. And let's see here. I know we had one of our girls' tennis players. She cruised through districts like 16-0, 16-0, type of deal. And Coach Teichmeyer is he's our girls' tennis coach, and he said that she's like a D1.
Kaylee Dorn is a tennis player. Okay, we got that word in from our cameraman.
Kaylee Dorn. And Coach T says, she's got a good chance to go D1, so that's awesome.
That's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
That's great coming out of Camdenton. You had a few other people that have gone D1 over the years.
Mm-hmm.
What was that football player, Jason?
Jason Weddle.
Spent a little time in the NFL, didn't he?
He did. And, I had some others go in that earlier era. But, no, other than that, it's been a good fall season for the Lakers overall. And
you got to be getting ready for basketball, don't you?
The middle school started this week. It's kind of weird how things kind of evolve, but we found out over the last 3 or 4 years, a lot of schools, due to gym space, the boys will play like a 15 to 16 game schedule before Christmas, and then the girls will play 14, 16 game schedule after Christmas.
I see.
And they really cram it into about 6 weeks, and they're playing like 3 games a night. So, we're able to pick up a lot of those before, and then and there are still a lot of teams who still
wait a minute. At the high school level, don't you have several gyms?
We do. We don't have any problem with it.
Right. Okay. Some of the other schools.
But the schools that we play. And so we started up, and we'll start off November 7th or November 8th is our first game for the middle school. And we'll continue all the way through mid-January.
All right.
Well, that's one thing about this field and this facility right here is it's run by the district, so there's several schools that utilize this field.
Oh, okay.
And so that's one of the things that they have to schedule, and so they'll play, soccer over here, they'll play football, and they kind of coordinate everything. But, it's not just for Southeast High School.
Yeah. Well,
no, they had like 5 logos on the restroom wall. Yeah. Can I say that?
I don't know what you were aiming at, but, that's fine.
Yeah. I walked down there on the field, and I tell you, it's a good field.
It's a beautiful field.
It's a real good. Sometimes it's tough. Like we went to another field, and it looked good from up here, and where you got down on it, and it was really flat. This one, every piece of grass is standing up. There's plenty of
buoyancy.
underlaying.
Yeah. Well, I got here early, and so I was walking the field, and I was telling these guys I was coming out of my breaks, and I was sure-footed, didn't slip at all.
Steve said he was taking
Now, I did
breaks.
it walking. I wasn't actually running, but, I still did a break, and it didn't have any problems at all. So
Try the old button hook.
my tennis balls on my walker didn't get stuck on any
5
of them.
and go.
Yeah. It's fine. But
hitch right.
No, it's a beautiful facility.
It is. And as Coach Fitz said, it's kind of historic. I don't know how long it's been here, but he said he played here in 2009 when Westport was still open. And so, it's been around quite a long time. You just drive in front of the building. It does look like one of those buildings built back in the 40s, 50s, with old traditional brick and concrete. But, yeah.
Well, I've been here in town since Wednesday. The Missouri School Board Association is having their annual conference down at Crown Center. And so my wife's on the school board for School of the Osage. And so we've been up here since Wednesday. So for me, it was a 12-minute drive to get here.
Pretty easy.
It's real easy. But love Kansas City.
Yeah.
And you can just see the energy with the Chiefs and everything else.
Yeah.
So,
I think Dr. Thompson, our superintendent, might be up here for that same meeting as well.
There you go.
I know he's been out of town, and I think that's where he's at. So, Dr. Thompson, if you're listening, hey, stop on by. Catch you.
There you go.
Hey, we had a brief note about the Mizzou basketball starts play tonight, right? Yep. So we've got Mizzou basketball on our sister station KS95 at the Lake. So Colton is on MoSportsZone only, covering Versailles and covering Versailles. Sherwood, I think, isn't it? Yeah. Okay. So anyway, they've got a game on MoSportsZone, but on the radio tonight you'll hear the Mizzou Tigers back at the Lake. So a lot of people like to tune in to basketball. I'm an old basketball guy, so I certainly enjoy that time of year. And you think about the contributions that Chauncey Billups has made.
I turned on the news, and they had basketball on the news, and it was all for all the wrong reasons. But apparently there were some crime-type families, I guess, involved in all this. And really,
that would be Las Vegas.
So anyway, I don't know all the particulars other than Chauncey Billups is in a little bit of trouble, or at least under suspicion for rigging some games. But
true story. I shared this with Steve already.
Yeah.
I was at a seminar out in Vegas, the National Association of Broadcasters, one year, and I sat down to play blackjack, and this guy comes up. He's a big dude, right? And I'm looking at him. I go, I know this guy. It's Chauncey Billups.
Yeah.
And he seemed to win a lot, and I remember losing a lot. And I'm starting to put two and two together. Years later, I'm that's how that works.
Yeah. No, but it's quite the thing, and I'm sure the NBA will get it all straightened out. But that's something that that's why we don't gamble on high school sports. Okay, it's just too easy to rig it, right? Okay, but
nobody's going to listen to you.
Well, but it's important for the NBA to get in front of it, like any of the sports, because it's this is not pro wrestling, okay, where the outcome's already scripted and determined, and as soon as it gets to be that way, then
as long as we have the same outcome as Pete Rose got.
There you go.
They do need to crack down, because it's going to be a free for all with this sports betting that's coming out.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, it starts in Missouri, in December?
Yeah.
And that'll be sports betting, here. Right now, it's not too far. It's in Kansas, so you can, like up where my son lives, you just go down one exit and pull off, and on a Sunday, there's nothing else there, but you'll see a whole bunch of cars lined up on the off-ramp and the on-ramp, because they're right across the state line, and so then they can place their sports bets on their cell phones, and then they drive back home.
No kidding.
Yeah, but that's I think they had a sandwich truck in there one morning. They came in because they had so many people parked down there. But that's something to look forward to. But again, gambling, there's nothing wrong with gambling. Just gamble with money that you don't worry about losing. But it's important for you to know that it's legitimate and that you got just as good a chance as anybody else.
Right.
To win some money.
Yeah.
But we'll get that. NBA will get that straightened out.
Hopefully so.
Oh, we hope so.
Yeah. Speaking of which, let's handicap. How's Michael's ankle doing today?
I think the ankle's fine. It was the groin. I talked to him Saturday morning, and he's like, "Yeah, I hit my groin pretty good." And then on Wednesday, I talked to him again, and he said, he's not at full speed. And so I tried texting him tonight, on the bus, and I'm sure he had his music in or whatever, and see how he's doing. So I got here, and he's taking snaps, and I think he's going to go ahead and go in. I don't know. How full speed he is, but we'll see.
Well, hopefully the Lakers have a little bit easier time. We've been playing some really tough schools this year, and Southeast, if you look at their record, they have yet to win a game. So, certainly on paper, we might have a little bit easier time than we've got. You never want to take anything for granted, but, and if that's the case, then maybe Michael doesn't have to play all 4 quarters. And, gets a chance to rest a little bit.
Hey, I give these kids credit at Southeast. Last year they came to Camdenton with 14 players.
I know.
Mm-hmm.
And this year they've got 21. Maybe they're building something. You don't know, but credit to kids for if they want to play football, good for them.
Hey, absolutely. They're part of the team, and it's got to be tough coming out and knowing that you're outnumbered, by quite a bit. And you got to just about everybody's got to play both ways.
Well, I think there's a size issue here tonight, isn't there, Coach? I mean, I was just watching them warm up. They don't look real big.
Well, we're not real big either.
Well, tonight, Camdenton may be the bigger of the two schools.
Possibly so.
That has not happened yet this year.
No, it has not. Hopefully so.
The biggest thing is don't take this game for granted.
No.
Okay, you don't take any game for granted, and even though your Southeast is 0-8, we're only 1-7. So it's something that you go out there and he says, hey, we got to win it.
Yeah, why?
We're not going to give it handed to us.
Bob Shore said you're only guaranteed 10 games. Why would you not get up for every single game? Because there's only 10 of them. Basketball, you got 30. Baseball, you got 30. Wrestlers, you got 40. And
I don't want to call this a tune-up, but next week starts districts.
Yeah, it's everybody's 0-0 after tonight.
Yeah, if Michael is got the groin pull and is struggling a little bit in a game like tonight, maybe Knipp gets some snaps and you finish this game with him and. He won't have near the pressure that he experienced against a Hickman or a Rockbridge.
Yeah.
It's a little different.
I was down there on the field waiting for Coach Pitts. The energy was good. They were running a lot of the short game and hand the ball off. It looks like Carter Butts is back.
Right.
And, of course, number 29.
Hodges.
He is ready to go. And so I would venture to say we're going to see a little bit more of the run game tonight. The ball should stay relatively dry. There's no rain coming down right now, but the field is damp, which gets the ball a little bit wet. But shouldn't be an issue with wet ball and throwing it all over the place. But that's kind of what I'm seeing tonight.
Our pregame show is being brought to you by Old Kinderhook. Great place for a round of golf, or check out the Trophy Room. Great restaurant.
I'll be playing there Sunday.
I bet you wind up in the Trophy Room.
Oh, maybe even. I might not even go out on a course. I might just.
I know right where you'll be.
I'm going to put my clubs on the cart and says, okay, just bring them back to me when you guys are done.
I might just meet you there for a round of golf. How's that?
Well, a round of something. Okay, yeah, it might not be golf, but there you go.
I'll tell you what, we've got a pretty sparse crowd here tonight, and a few people have made the trip from Camdenton and Lake of the Ozarks. There's 20 people over there, and that's matches the home crowd.
Might be a record for for the least amount of people that we've ever played in front of. I don't remember, this small of a crowd really ever. I mean, because usually, the home crowd is going to bring a decent amount of people.
Right.
But just not
there is something going on across the parking lot. They've got some bonfires at some kind of a school appreciation event, and it got conflict. I was talking to the ladies downstairs in the snack bar, and there's some kind of conflict right now. And so she said there might be a lot of people over there until later on.
I thought they were tailgating.
Yeah,
I pulled in and they've got all these little Weber kettles.
No, that's
some
like
kind of bonfire.
School appreciation event.
Well, I would venture to say that on most sports online, you should be getting quite a bit of views tonight, and not a lot of people made the trip, but one of my good friends, Jill and Wade Manley out in Pennsylvania is tuning in.
Pennsylvania, there you go.
Pennsylvania, yes indeed, and former Laker Jill is, and probably many more as we've talked about throughout the country.
Is she Steelers or Eagles?
I don't know.
Well, Chiefs. She could be Chiefs if she moved out there.
Yeah, well,
okay.
I know they're Big Penn State, and they've
very
gone
good.
through quite a year, and I had to check in on Wade, make sure he's doing all right today, and he seems to be doing pretty good now that they've made a change. So
we got Franco down in Florida, so
And
from
Frank
Pennsylvania down to Florida, and I guarantee you he's a Chiefs fan.
Yeah, there you go.
He's not changing.
Coach Shore down in Florida right now.
Hey.
He checked in, said, hey, is the game being broadcast? I said, you betcha.
Yeah, I like the view from his room. That was pretty nice.
It was pretty darn nice.
We'll take a minute or two for the national anthem. Back in 3 minutes. This is Mix 92.7 Sports and MoSportsZone.
Your ultimate getaway is at Camden on the Lake, Lake Ozarks party headquarters. Catch free outdoor concerts every Friday and Saturday at the Horny Toad. Then head inside at sunset for more live music at H-Toad's Bar and Grill. Sip cocktails at the Swim Up Pool Bar. Soak in the hot tub and vibe to DJs spinning all weekend long. Want VIP treatment? Rent a private cabana and unwind in style. Book yours at 573-365-5620. Camden on the Lake, where the music never stops.
When disaster strikes, count on the one team that can restore your home and give you peace of mind. U.S. Disaster Restoration. 24 hours a day, 7 days a week emergency service. They're the team you can trust in one phone call. 573-552-1972. They specialize in water, mold, fire, trauma, and storm damage. 573-552-1972. A proud supporter of the Camdenton Lakers. U.S. Disaster Restoration. Look them up online and Facebook.
Pull over, gorgeous. The Glambulance is here. Ciao Bella Skin and Wellness has a new location in Camdenton, and it's got everything you need to glow from the inside out. Wrinkle relaxers, PRP facials, IV hydration, body sculpting, even skin rejuvenation. This is beauty precision, backed by 20 plus years of medical experience. Custom care, real results, financing available. Book now at ciaobellaskinandwellness.com.
Ciao Bella.
Hello, beautiful. Hello, confidence.
Fiber Steel Boat Lifts, delivering quality boat lifts that won't sink your budget for over 35 years. Proudly backing our Camdenton Lakers and Osage Indians, Fiber Steel covers the entire lake. Military discounts? You bet. Easy online shopping at lakeboatlifts.com? Absolutely. Or just tell your smartphone to call Fiber Steel Boat Lifts. There's only one, just past Bridal Cave on Old 5. Look for the palm trees. Open Monday through Friday, 8 to 5. Call, click, or come in. Fiber Steel Boat Lifts. They've got your boat covered.
Central Fitness, a Patriots gem, is on a mission to forge a stronger, more disciplined nation, one member at a time, built on the pillars of faith, dedication, and discipline. This isn't just a gym, it's a brotherhood and sisterhood of warriors. Members train with purpose, live with integrity, and rise together. Central Fitness promotes personal excellence, mental toughness, and physical resilience. Join the movement. Sign up from your phone at centralfitness24.com.
Football!
Take the field.
Game on!
Back to the Camdenton Lakers football pregame and kickoff show on your Lakers hometown radio station, Mix 92.7.
Welcome back to Southeast High School in Kansas City. It's the Lakers and the Knights tonight. Both teams have their respective captains at midfield awaiting the coin toss in tonight's contest. And Steve, with his handy-dandy little binos that he brings, he'll tell us. You can tell it before they even indicate it. You can see that coin on
I can read the year on the quarter.
Yeah. Well, what was it?
I don't know, but it went the Knights' way. They won the toss. And so they're going to defer, so Camden will get the ball first.
I like it.
There we
I
go.
like it. And it's probably playing right into the Camdenton Lakers' hand, isn't it, Coach? I mean, you want your offense to get a touch, get it going.
That's kind of the way it's been the past couple weeks, and we've done a pretty good job going down and scoring right off the bat the last couple weeks. And so, that's what the plan is right now. And we're going to see if they want to throw it around, go deep first, or they want to do a little ground control game and hand it off to Hodges or Butts. I know Quentin Cruson. He'll be scatting through there for the jet play, and we'll see some of that as well. And we'll see, how healthy Michael is. See if they got any quarterback runs in there for him or not.
Well, I didn't realize he has complicated things further with the groin pull. I mean, he's hobbled on that ankle. And Coach, you and I were talking off air. When you get an injury or you got a bad wheel, you compensate. Mm-hmm. And that's easy to do. Something else is going to be out of whack, out of alignment, whether it's your hip or your knee or what have you, and the groin's right in there with it. You can try and push just too much off the other foot.
Yeah. So we'll see what's going to go on here. But, we've got a lot of other guys that can get it. He's just going to have to know when he's got to get rid of the ball, when he sees pressure coming, if they do bring pressure. Or we're just going to dink it around, throw some bubble passes and maybe throw a couple screens, some hooks, and some outs.
A couple of sophomores deep for the Camdenton Lakers tonight. That's Stanfield and Drayden Carr.
Oh, Drayden's in there, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, good.
Stanfield's been playing some good football.
Mm-hmm.
Last couple of weeks as a sophomore, he's really made some contributions to this Laker team.
Yeah.
Being rewarded here.
Drayden's been running the JV offense.
Scoop bounces off of Cruson and picked up by Drayden to the 30. Pushes forward to the 35-yard line. Decent return.
Yeah, good job on Drayden. He's been playing the quarterback position for the JV Lakers, who I think their record is something like 6-0-1. Beat Cap City last week in a close one, like 18-12, I believe. So they've been doing a really good job. They beat Elias. They lost to Rockbridge, but they've had a really good year.
Here come the Camdenton Lakers. Machino will be at quarterback. Looks healthy enough to play anyway on 1st down and 10 from the 35-yard line. Just underway here in the first quarter. And it's a quick toss to Stanfield. Stanfield loses the ball. Not that he lost it. It might have been a lateral pass. I don't know that he was forward, or did you see that, Coach?
It should have been forward, but he did take 2 steps, and the guy, dislodged it, and good heads-up play by Stanfield to jump on that ball.
Loss of 4 brings up 2nd down and 14. First quarter action being brought to you by First Bank of the Lake. This is a handoff to Cruson, trying to get to the edge. Turns the corner at the 40 and steps out of bounds at about the 42-yard line. So a nice gain of about 10, maybe 11 on that.
Yeah, you'd like to see him try to get that first down. He had a couple guys bearing down on him.
So 3rd down and 3 now for the Lakers. Just underway. This is Southeast Kansas City. And your Camdenton Lakers. Quick throw. Caught by Heron in the flats, and he powers forward very close. I think he got it across the 45-yard line. And that'll give Camdenton Lakers another Pacific Pools first down.
Yep. Looks like the Knights are doing a 4-man front, but they're only bringing 3.
First down and 10. Lakers right up to the line of scrimmage, ready to go. Heron and Machino talking about a play, and Heron finally sets in the slot on the right side. Machino to throw. Rolls out to his left. He's going to keep it and scramble. Weak ankle and all. Boy, he pulled up, didn't he? He's like, I'm not sure I like the way this feels. But it's good for a 10-yard run. And another first down for the Camdenton Lakers. Brought to you by Pacific Pools. Yeah, you could tell that he had normally tried to break that one. Machino to throw. He's got his man open. Heron caught after about a 4-yard gain at the 40-yard line. So it's 2nd down, 6.
They're trying to get some tempo going here, with the lack of players for the Knights. You're going to try to wear them out, and that usually comes midway through the second quarter, but you got to start it right now.
2nd down and 7, we'll call it. Machino to throw. Flushed out of the pocket, in trouble. Escapes one tackle and throws a strike out to Ralph on the far left sideline, and it's enough for the first down. Nice play by Michael Machino to elude that tackle and still find Ralph over there. Ralph did a nice job coming back to the ball.
And it's just, I think Michael's just strong enough when guys wrap him up. Michael is able to, we've seen him escape so many times. Right. It looks like he's wrapped up around the legs or around the hips, and he just drives his feet right out of there.
Here's Hodges on a dive play, right side, picks up 3.
I tell you what, we're seeing a better defense than what we saw last year.
Oh, yeah.
These guys are coming up to hit. We got guys that are unblocked. We're missing blocks right now. We got to dial it in a little bit more than what we got going on now.
Gain of 3 for Hodges. It's 2nd down and 7. Hodges stays in the backfield. And he'll block this time for Machino. Machino comes back the other way. Oh, nice catch by Heron. And Heron had a foot in bounds. It's complete. inside the 20-yard line at about the 18.
I think it was Quentin thought that ball was for him.
I think he had too.
I'm glad he didn't tip it. Good thing the ball was about 6 inches above his hand.
Inside the 20 is inside the Winter Shelton Real Estate red zone. Trips left, twins right. Hodges sits this play out on the sideline. Machino finally fires one underneath. Good concentration by Jennings to make that catch at about the 8-yard line. And it's first down, goal to go inside the Winter Shelton Real Estate red zone for the Camdenton Lakers.
Michael's buying a little bit of time back there,
Yep.
and the receivers are now starting to figure out these secondary routes. You know, where's that open space in the zone, and they're moving.
So Machino typically in this area might call his own number, but kind of hobbled with that groin pull and his ankle. And he goes down for a second. Yeah, he was down at the 20-yard line. So good pressure brought by Southeast Kansas City that time.
Can't afford to be taking
No.
big sacks like that, 10, 12-yard losses.
Deshaun Lewis on the sack.
Yeah, Michael just got
For
to throw it away.
Southeast. Yeah.
Live to fight another day.
Second down, goal to go from the 21-yard line now. A little different look. And Machino looking to his left, pumps once, now comes back underneath and just couldn't connect with Roth, who had, again, Coach, as you pointed out, he's finding the soft spot in that zone.
Mm-hmm. Once
Just kind
again, if Michael's rolling out that way, he can't keep coming across. Once he crosses the quarterback, it's hard to throw across your body like that. So, of course, it was wide open to run as well, but Michael just doesn't feel comfortable trying to outrun somebody.
8:19 left, and we got offsides will be the call against Southeast Kansas City. You got 3 or 4 of them to jump, and that'll move the ball back to the 16-yard line. Third down, goal to go from the 16. Trips left, twins right for Machino out of the shotgun. Ball marked on the right hash mark. From the 16, here we go. Machino to throw. He's got a man in the end zone and just pushed out of bounds, but it's caught at the 3-yard line. Nice route by Heron and good catch. Good concentration.
Makes it manageable.
Boy, I thought he was looking at Jennings in the end zone. Jennings was wide open,
Was
about
he?
2 yards deep in the end zone. Fourth down, goal to go from the 3. Lakers going for it. Machino hands off Hodges right through the middle of the pack into the end zone. Touchdown to Camdenton.
Well blocked by the Hoggies up front.
Yeah, it was. There was a hole there he could have run a truck through.
And we call it the same side power, hand off, and he stays on same side instead of crossing the ball. And, it's not misdirection, but, typically defense thinks it's going to come across the ball, and he keeps it right up there, up the gut.
Lakers did a nice job creating a hole for Hodges to run through, and Hodges finds pay dirt. It's 6-0. Extra point attempt now is up by Petroff, and it's good. 7:42 left to play here in the first quarter already. Camdenton 7, Southeast nothing. This is Mix 92.7 Sports at MoSportsZone.com.
Tired of settling for low CD rates at your bank? Lock in a great rate at First Bank of the Lake today. We offer some of the best CD rates in the nation. CDs make saving a cinch. They combine security with great investment returns. Don't miss out. Maximize your savings with a secure, high-yield CD. Check out our rates at fblake.bank and lock in a great CD rate today with First Bank of the Lake. Member FDIC. See bank for details.
This is Camdenton Lakers football. Here's the call of the game on your Lakers hometown radio station, Mix 92.7.
Welcome back, Denny Bunny, Sean Machino, and Steve Schneider with a scoring recap.
Hey, great drive for the Lakers to start out this game. 13 plays, 65 yards. They took 4 minutes and 18 seconds off the clock. Hodges converting a 4th down and goal from the 3 for the touchdown. 7:42 to go in the first quarter, and Camdenton Lakers up 7-0.
Coaches are going to try to figure out their corners are playing off pretty far, so we got to expose that with some comebacks and so on and so forth.
Deep kick will bounce at about the 18-yard line out of bounds. It'll be ooh, Lakers ran right into each other. Well, Aaron was like, wait a minute, what are you doing in my area? They just bounced off each other. Aaron got tied up with Daniel Quinn, so it looks like a lot of the younger players are going to see some time.
Yeah. Yep, get them ready. We got Brody in there at safety and Lucas at a corner. Looks like Butts has got an outside linebacker position. Dason's over there at a corner. Looks like we're going to go in our 4-4 defense, getting out of the 3-4, going to the 4-4.
Ball spotted at the 35-yard line after it was kicked out of bounds. And on first down, it's a reverse play already, and they hand off to Hodges around the right side. That's actually the quarterback that was lined up as a slot back, and came back around on the reverse and picks up 7 nice yards on first down. Watch for Hodges tonight. They say he can hurt you, the quarterback. He's got good wheels. He'll find the holes and work his way downfield.
Mm-hmm. You know, that was one thing that impressed me about these guys last year. They were hard runners. You know, they're not going to shy away from contact.
So on second down and 2, Hodges goes back to quarterback. Under center and hands off. Check that. That's not Hodges. Hodges has gone to running back, and that was the freshman, Sashiko Thorpe, at quarterback with a handoff and a loss of 1. So third down and 3 for Southeast Kansas City. The Knights trying to get something going here.
I would venture to say they probably need to look outside because we have 8 guys stacked inside that box, and we're making sure they're not going to run it up off tackle in the middle somewhere.
And it's big misdirection. And how did the quarterback got run over by his own tackle?
That was there's a little miscommunication, but it worked out.
Yeah, it worked out. It's a first down to the 46-yard line.
I'm not even sure how he got that ball to the running back. I thought he was sacked.
I did too.
Well, his own player. It looked like he tackled him. That's what it looked like from here. But
that's when you're getting decleated, so to speak.
Mm-hmm.
They just hit you so hard on the front line. That Laker front line just blew the man out of his shoes, and he fell on his quarterback. So this is Thorpe, the quarterback now. He's a freshman. And good misdirection, and in trouble now. Will be sacked right at the line of scrimmage. Second down and 10. He does a nice job with play faking, but he's more petite in stature. He's just a freshman, so you're looking at a 14 or 15-year-old kid out there playing 17-year-olds.
Right.
And he just hasn't matured, but
and it seems like our defensive line is kind of overwhelming their offensive line. We're getting some good push out of our down 4 guys.
Hodges lined up as a wideout. He was slated to be the starting quarterback. They go with Thorpe, and they hand off right up the gut. Big running back. This is number 88, DeMarco Johnson.
That was just a straight fullback dive right up about the B gap. They blocked it really well. I don't know if we had some pressure coming on or not. Not sure where our linebacker was.
You can tell DeMarco Johnson, one of the bigger kids on this team, he went in the backfield. We should have known something was coming up. Thorpe under center, almost disappears, keeps it himself, trying to work his way around. That's not going to work against the Lakers.
Mm-hmm. They kind of stack the backs over there to the right and just do a quarterback power. And we had that well covered.
Second down 10, no gain on the play. And Thorpe is just not big enough in stature. I mean, to run through this Camdenton Laker defense, he's a smaller kid anyway.
Mm-hmm.
And when he goes under center, I mean, he goes under center. Yeah. He disappears. You might see the helmet.
Hard to see him.
Thorpe under center once again, takes a snap. Rolling out to his left, wants to throw this time under pressure, throws up a duck, intercepted.
Lucas.
Rolfe down at the 4-yard line. After Thorpe took a hit in the backfield, that ball just came out like a duck, and Rolfe was there to pick it off. It's a 4-yard line. So Camdenton Laker ball And I think the spots actually might be a little bit better than that. At the 5.
It was a well-designed play, but the Lakers had it covered. You know, they ran a bootleg, naked boot right out here. We had our outside linebacker out there putting pressure on, inside linebacker coming, and the D-backs did not get fooled on that.
How much pressure is this on the young quarterback, Thorpe? Just a freshman. I mean, he's running for his life already.
I don't know how many reps he's had so far this year. I don't know.
Well, I'll take the junior quarterback for Camdenton.
Anytime.
This is Machino. Quick little toss. Caught by Stanfield on the left side and just got back to the line of scrimmage. Somebody missed a block out there. There was nowhere for him to go.
Yep. It's one-on-one blocks out there. You've just got to be able to set the block. The receiver has got to set the block up for your blocker.
Gain of 1 for Stanfield. 2nd down 9. And he'll set up on the right side this time. Machino out of the shotgun. Flushed out of the pocket. Looking for a man. There's Stanfield again at the 20. Out of bounds at the 21. It's enough for the first down.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Michael's got all day to throw this week.
Yep.
And he can kind of pick and choose his receivers. Given enough time, those receivers are going to get open.
Now, Michael loves the deep ball, but these safeties are playing about 15 yards off, and he knows the deep ball's probably not going to be there.
Low snap, picked up off the turf by Machino. Machino pumps once, in trouble, eludes a tackler, and now just kind of flips it to play another day. 2nd down 10.
We've got to get it's kind of hard to see what the routes are, but we've got to get the ball out. I know he's got all day, but he's just got to throw it.
Quick throw to Jennings along the sideline. Oh, nice move by Jennings to sidestep a tackle, and he picks up the first down out to about the 34-yard line. Another Pacific Pools first down. Official spot is at the 35.
Tell you what, this team, they've been coached well. They are going to rip the ball anytime they can. They're going to punch at it, rip at it, try to force a turnover on the Lakers. And they did. Thankfully, the ball just went out of bounds.
They're much improved this year, Coach.
Mm-hmm.
Just casual observations. This team has been coached up a little bit. Machino over the middle. Oh, and dropped. Caught by Jennings and kind of bobbled it and left it on the turf.
That's the opening in the zone right there.
Yeah.
Is that little hook. I think we could go down to that all day long.
Well, and Machino was talking to Jennings after that one and just pointing at that same area on the field like maybe they try that again.
Yeah.
2nd down 10, 2nd down 5 now after the offsides by Southeast. Again, 3 or 4 jump.
I think every set of downs we need to do that.
Mm-hmm.
I think we can get 5 yards because they're coming. They got a good rush. And they've got the ears laid back, so we need to mix up the snap count.
Especially on 2nd down 10. Didn't hurt a thing. Now 2nd down and 5. Much different situation. Machino over the middle. Throws it high. Picked off. And the return starts about the 50-yard line. That's Thomas with the interception and trying to get all the way across field and finally steps out of bounds at the 44. Ball came out just a little bit hot. And now a flag flies in the middle of the field. I didn't see anything.
Oh, looked like we had a couple players standing over there about the 25. I didn't see what went on, but he threw it in their direction.
Looks like it's going to go against Southeast, the way some of the players are acting over there. Just kind of shrugging their shoulders like, wow, here we go again.
Unsportsmanlike against Southeast
All right,
and
going
against
both ways.
The Lakers.
All right.
Okay.
So offsetting.
But is that a post?
I don't know. The chain gang has not moved. That's where we're.
But we've got our defense set up out there.
Yeah. I mean, it's
got to be their ball. Yeah. Now they're getting it straightened out.
Okay, so Southeast Kansas City.
See a player try to pick that up and try to make some yardage out of it. End up
Too many.
getting a turnover.
Too many.
So very smart play.
Yep. If you're trying to pick it up, somebody comes and planes your clock, and it's still on the ground.
3rd down 21. Out of the shotgun. Thorpe to throw. Big pressure by the Lakers. Stuffed back at the 30-yard line. A 13-yard loss. There was just nowhere as the Lakers were bringing the heat.
They were. Carter Butts is in there. Of course, Paul Muff is in there. Bryce Branson's in there.
Yep.
And I think even Hasker might have been a part of that as well.
Branson jumped up in the air, and it was like an eclipse. There was no way that Thorpe could have thrown that ball around him.
No, he just had to duck and take cover.
So it's 4th down and forever, and Southeast will be forced to punt. Quick turnover didn't really hurt the Lakers too much. They're getting the ball right back.
They're getting a little down on the play clock here, too, if they don't hustle up.
One, and timeout, I believe, called from the sideline. Timeout brought to you by the Ed Schmidt team at eXp Real Estate. This is Mix 92.7 Sports and MoSportsZone.com.
Lakers at Corey, Lakers at Corey. We sell rock, we sell rock. 1 and 2 in space rock. Build it, reverse that rock.
Lake Ozark Quarry, selling rock to everyone. Call today, 573-569-5654. Look them up online and Facebook.
We sell rock, we sell rock. Let's do this!
Let's get back to the action of Camdenton Lakers football. Here's the call of the game on your Lakers hometown radio station, Mix 92.7.
Welcome back. It's 4th down and how much, Steve? 32? It's a bunch. So Southeast Kansas City forced into a punting situation. It'll be Jennings back deep to receive along with Cruson, I believe, at about the 40-yard line. We'll see if they can punt. This is Isaiah Hodges to do the punting. He's also their quarterback. He's a senior. And a pretty well-rounded runner all over.
Yeah, Campton's going to bring the heat, it looks like.
Yep. And Hodges got it away barely. Low kick, bounces one, fielded by Jennings. Jennings breaks a tackle, trying to get to the left sideline. Across the 50 and pushed out of bounds at the 45.
Jennings has no fear.
He will pick it
I
up
was scared.
Wherever. I know. I was like, well, they're bearing down on him. And, once again, we talked about this. He has that great ability to sidestep,
Yeah, he does.
And it's one of those things, his feet goes this way and his body just kind of follows. And guys they slide off of him or they miss him because he does a great job sidestepping.
They never get a solid hit on him. It seems like they might get a shoulder. They might get the right arm or left arm, but they never really line up and get a good solid hit on him with that move he's got.
Yeah.
Here's Machino out of the shotgun. Hodges in the backfield, takes the handoff, and he's got plenty of running room. Bounces off one tackler, keeps on going, bounces off another, and all the way to the 30-yard line. That's great running by Hodges.
He doesn't have to lower his shoulders because he's
that low.
He's that low.
He just push him out of the way.
Yeah, he runs straight up and hits guys right in the chest.
And that's what happened on that first contact.
Yeah, well, it looks like
that's the end of the first quarter. With our score, the Camdenton Lakers 7 and Southeast Kansas City nothing. Back in 30 seconds, this is Mix 92.7 Sports at MoSportsZone.com.
Honey, what was that?
Oh, a big branch just fell in the garage. No worries. I'll call Wet Tree Service.
Wet Tree Service is available 24/7 at 573-836-6103. Look them up online, Facebook, and read their Google reviews. Have Wet Tree Service give you a free quote or call if you have an emergency. 573-836-6103. One call will do it all. Wet Tree Service.
This is America, where football means football.
There's only one place to hear Camdenton Lakers football. Back to the game on your Lakers hometown radio station, Mix 92.7.
Welcome back. I want to thank our friends at First Bank of the Lake for a pretty quick first quarter, actually. That thing came and went already. 7-0. The Camdenton Lakers over the Southeast Kansas City Knights. Second quarter action now being brought to you by American Sun Control. It's Camdenton Laker football with a first down and 10 at the 30-yard line of Southeast Kansas City. Machino out of the shotgun. Scott trips to his right. Hands off. Hodges again. Right through the line of scrimmage. Bounces off a tackle. Now pushed forward to the 25-yard line. A gain of 5.
You know, the teams that are going to put guys back in coverage because you throw it. And, you know, they're going to have to put more guys in the box if they want to stop the run.
DeMarco Johnson on the stop for Southeast Kansas City. He's the kid that had the big run a little bit earlier in the first quarter. Going to have to get a lot out of him, that's for sure. Plays a middle linebacker. 2nd down, 5. Machino to throw. Rolling out to his right. Now he's just going to skip across the first down marker and out of bounds at the 18-yard line. He would have turned that up so quick if he were healthy. And you know this, Coach. He's playing just enough to where he can get the first down. He's making good decisions, but athletically, he's capable of so much more when he's healthy.
Yeah. And he just, you know, trying to keep from re-injuring himself.
Machino fakes to Hodges. Goes back to the left side. He's got a man open. There's Routh in the end zone. Oh, good recovery. Good recovery by the defender back there. I think that's Trey Thomas.
Yeah, real good recovery because we got behind him, and as soon as we got behind him, he was there. Oh, we got a flag here.
It's a hold against the Camdenton Lakers, so they accept the penalty. It'll be 1st down and 20 back at the 30-yard line or the 29-yard line, but no loss of down. So,
no, let's. I think we give it to Hodges one more time. He's been getting good 8 to 10 yards.
Yeah, he has.
Yeah.
It's a fake to Hodges and to throw caught along the sideline. That's got to be Jennings on that sidestep move down the sideline.
Yep.
And touchdown.
Yep.
Jennings and the Camdenton Lakers for another one go up 13-0.
Once again, it's just that little sidestep.
That's what broke that whole play.
Yeah, it was. You know, and he does a little swim move with it with his arm. You know, so guys can't grab onto that, and does a great job. And then he's got a good burst of speed. You know, once he gets free.
Had a pretty clear lane down the sideline, a pretty clear path. And he got tangled up at about the 3 and was able to push it across the goal line for the touchdown. Petrov on to attempt the extra point. Kicks up, kicks good. 14-0. Camdenton. This is Mix 92.7 Sports and MoSportsZone.com.
Are you looking for a dream home? Whether it's a waterfront property, luxury home, condo, or commercial development, you need a real estate team that knows the area inside and out. You need your favorite real estate team, the Ed Schmidt Team. The Ed Schmidt Team is a group of award-winning realtors who are passionate about helping you find your perfect property. They have the expertise, experience, and enthusiasm to make your real estate journey a smooth and successful one. Contact them today at FavoriteLakeTeam.com. Your favorite real estate team, the Ed Schmidt Team, powered by eXp Realty. This is Camdenton Lakers football. Here's the call of the game on your Lakers hometown radio station, Mix 92.7.
Welcome back, Denny Bunny, Sean Machino, and Steve Schneider with a scoring recap.
Hey, Denny, this time the Lakers go 43 yards. They do it in just 4 plays. A 28-yard pass from Machino to Jennings. Jennings down the sideline, you know, all effort to get into the end zone. The extra point, good as gold, and with 10:54 to go in the half, it is now 14-0 Lakers over the Knights.
Well, I think our title sponsor once again tonight is Hewlett Chevrolet Buick GMC. Petrov kicks it toward the sideline, bounces at the 20, and finally picked up there by Thomas. Thomas trying to cut it back across the grain there, got nailed at about the 25-yard line.
You know, that's what I was wanting to see tonight. You know, I mean, we may get against some teams that they're going to make us kick it again if we kick it out of bounds.
Right,
you know, and we need to give our guys a chance to get some reps of getting down there, you know, and getting off blocks and then making the tackle, keeping in our lanes. And we did a good job there.
Well, and when you get the district play, correct me if I'm wrong, you don't want to give everybody the ball at the 35-yard line.
No.
That's too good a field position.
Yeah, it is. And right here, the 26-yard line, once again, that sophomore, Daniel Quinn, he's been in it.
Little reverse play again. This time it's going to Thomas. Thomas skipping through the line of scrimmage and finally wrapped up and thrown down hard. A gain of 1, and he ran about 20 yards.
That's the same play they opened the game with the reverse. Lakers were a little bit more aware of it this time. I expect them to probably give Big 88 the ball coming up the middle here. If they can figure out which way our nose is going.
Levi Perk got some help off the turf from one of the Southeast Kansas City players. You know, it's easy for these kids to get frustrated. Still showing some good sportsmanship here early. 2nd down and 8. And a hard run on the left side through the line of scrimmage quickly.
That's right off
gain
tackle
about
play.
3, yep.
Yep, they loaded it up with their 2 running backs on that side, and they had a couple decent blocks right there.
3rd down and 4. See what Southeast does here. So you got to run, don't you? Thorpe under center. Takes a snap. Oh, it's loose on the turf, and he has to dive on it back inside the 25 at the 23-yard line. He just missed connections. I don't know if somebody stepped on his foot or what happened, but he came out of there kind of awkwardly and never had a good handle on the football.
Yeah, I couldn't tell if it was going to be a handoff or it was going to be a quarterback keep, following the running back.
That's what I saw, Denny. Somebody stepped on him because he was falling down as he lost the ball. I was able to scramble on top of it. A good play to recover it.
4th down and 12. Southeast Kansas City to punt. Back deep to receive. Cruson. And I'm guessing Jennings. Can't make out the number, but he looks like him. Bad snap. It's on the turf, and he's down at the 10-yard line. Laker football in the Winter Shelton Real Estate Red Zone already at the 10.
Yep. We've felt their pain before in a situation like that with our punt team.
Bad snaps. I mean, the job of a long snapper is often overlooked. I mean, it's a critical part for your special teams, and if you leave it short like that one, it blows up the whole play and gives your opponent great field position. Here, Lakers at the 10-yard line.
It's one of the hardest skills, in my opinion, throwing something backwards.
Well, and you're going to take a shot as soon as you get rid of the ball. Hodges right up the gut, inside the 5, touchdown, 2nd touchdown of the night for Hodges on a dive play right up the gut, had a little cutback, saw the seam open up for him, and it's 20-0.
Untouched. We had that jet play fake, drew guys out from inside the box, and he was able to cut it back. Hoggies, once again, making the way for him.
Hodges, so many times, Coach, it seems like he's overlooked, but he really comes up with some big plays for the Lakers.
Each week he's done that.
We've got such an incredible receiving core out there that Michael throws to. And then Hodges just comes in when they need him and gets the tough yards there. He's already got 2 touchdowns tonight. The extra point by Petrov is good. It's 21-zip Camdenton. This is Mix 92.7 Sports and MoSportsZone.com.
Oh, boy, Rex is going to need a bath. Let me see if I can get him to the groomer. Oh, I'm sorry, buddy. I know you're old and it hurts to travel. Have no fear, furry friends and pet parents. Abigail Chase, pet specialist, is here. Certified in pet grooming, geriatric pets, and feline safe certification. Abigail can help with... If going to the groomer doesn't work for your Fido, then let Abigail Chase, pet specialist, come to you. Look up online and call 910-890-4870. Again, 910-890-4870.
Let's get back to the action of Camdenton Lakers football. Here's the call of the game on your Lakers hometown radio station, Mix 92.7.
Welcome back, Denny Benny, Sean Machino, and Steve Schneider with another scoring recap.
Hey, bad snap for the Knights. Set up the Lakers on the Knights' 10-yard line. It only took Hodges one play to cover those 10 yards. The extra point was good, and with 8:39 to go in the half, Camdenton out in front, 21-0.
Okay, let's watch this. Let's watch this Petrov kickoff. See if they've worked on it to where he's keeping it in bounds now. It's a high kick. It'll come down inbounds at about the 23-yard line. Return starts there. In trouble. Eludes a tackle. Now he's going to get thrown back inside the 25, but the forward progress will put him closer to the 30-yard line.
Number 33. Who is number 33 for the old Lakers? Nathan Cardoza, another sophomore.
Yeah, no, sophomores are getting a lot of touches. They're getting a lot of plays tonight.
They are. They are doing a good job.
Well, it's nice to know that the Lakers have that in the funnel looking toward next year already. But, there's getting a lot of plays. The sophomores mature very quickly in Camdenton.
Matter of fact, Cardoza is now out on the field as one of our linebackers.
On first down and 10. Little misdirection, and the Lakers right there. Everybody just stayed home and collapsed on Thorpe, and he's down with about a 1-yard loss. Second down 11.
Yeah, I could not see exactly what that play was designed to do, but it was a quarterback keep.
It was called Hyde Thorpe.
Yeah, because a couple of their running backs are pretty good size.
Yeah, they are, and they were really literally on both sides of Thorpe, and nobody knew where the ball was, so the Lakers just tackled everybody.
Yep.
Second down 11. 7:55 left here to play in the first half. Second quarter actions being brought to you by American Sun Control. Ooh, big hit in the interior line. Goes down hard. No gain. Man, that Camdenton Laker line is really stepping up tonight.
Yes, they are. And if I'm not mistaken, there was a fumble there because number 56 came up with the ball. We stripped it. It went on the ground, and they recovered it. But we're hitting. We're putting some hits on them, and that's what the defense needs to do. Get some turnovers tonight.
Third down 11. Thorpe and Kirk come in from the sideline with a play. See if they maybe use Kirk as a wideout. They're going to flank like a set formation behind Thorpe, and it's a reverse play right there. There's a loose ball. Who's got it? Lakers look like they might have got there first, but it squirted out on the bottom.
They did.
Laker football at the 23-yard line. Great field position for Camdenton.
Bryce Branson was there. Make the play. I'm not sure who made the initial hit on that. It was a jet motion. Then he stopped, retraced, and tried to come back for a little cutback. And we had a linebacker, could have been Cardoza, made the hit.
Sean, you were talking about how much improved that Southeast Kansas City was. They're trying to strip the ball in all the plays, and it seems like the Lakers are returning the favor. They're really going in ball hunting right now.
They are. They're playing with a lot of energy. Great effort right now. We got to do it for 4 quarters.
First down and 10, just inside the 25-yard line for the Lakers, nearing the Winter Shelton Real Estate red zone. And this is cruising on an end around. 15, 10-5, touchdown and a flag. It's coming back.
Yeah. They're going to get one of our wideouts out there on the edge. That is tough. You know, you're having that kid block for 4 to 5, 6 seconds because we get the handoff.
Right.
And you got to go to him, you know, and get on him. And then you got to sit there and dance with him without holding him.
Officiating crew's done a really nice job tonight.
It'll still be first down, though.
First down and 20. It changes.
No,
it won't be.
No, because at the spot of the foul
is
where they gave it to us. So we held right there at the first down marker.
All right, first down and 10. We'll try this again. Machino throws the pass to the outside. It's caught down the sideline. Oh, big hit at about the 5-yard line. Who was that, Jennings?
That's Jennings again.
Jennings puts his shoulder down and wanted that end zone so bad. Thought he just tried going through somebody instead of the shuffle that he's done before.
Heron's doing a great job out there on the edge. He's the one supplying that block out there on the corner and getting him hooked into where Jennings got the sideline.
First down, goal to go from the 4-yard line. Machino out of the shotgun. Hands off Hodges. Will it be 3? Count it. Touchdown, Lakers. And Hodges has his 3rd touchdown of the night.
What a great cut. You know, they got some penetration back there in the backfield just as the ball was getting handed off, and Hodges saw the gap and made a great cut.
Great second quarter action being brought to you by American Sun Control. Score now is 27-0 with 6:25 left to play here in the first half. Petrov on to attempt the extra point. How about Hodges with 3 touchdowns, Steve?
Oh, yeah, doing great.
He's got to be getting some pretty decent yards, too. Petrov's kick is up and good. And that was interesting because Southeast Kansas City just stood up. They didn't There was no rush, no
Nothing.
attempt to block the ball. No, they just stood up and said, okay, let's see if you can make it.
Yeah.
That was odd. 28-zip. This is Mix 92.7 Sports and MoSportsZone.com.
Lace & Co. Jewelry on West Highway 54 in Camdenton. Exquisite diamonds, custom creations, the exclusive herring propeller pendant. Each piece designed to reflect your inner light. Celebrate milestones. Celebrate you. Lace & Co. makes every moment unforgettable. Proud supporter of the Camdenton Lakers. They're your place for one-of-a-kind class rings. Lace & Co. Jewelry. Designs that reflect your inner light. LaceandCoJewelry.com.
This is America, where football means football.
There's only one place to hear Camdenton Lakers football. Back to the game on your Lakers hometown radio station, Mix 92.7.
Welcome back to Southeast Kansas City. Denny Bunny, Sean Machino, Steve Schneider with another scoring recap.
After the fumble recovered 21 yards in just 2 plays, Hodges 3 yards for his 3rd touchdown of the night. 28-0 now, Camdenton.
Petrov kicks off inbounds, fumbled by the return man. Down the sideline he goes. And got tripped up. Boy, there was a lane there. He could have taken that all the way. That was Trey Thomas on the return.
Our 2 outside guys did not do a really good job of breaking down. The first one through ran right past him, and that's been the problem with our kickoff team is that some of these kids haven't learned how to break down and get your feet underneath.
Sean, you've got some area scores of interest.
Here we go. Bellevue East is up 7-3 on Cap City. Lebanon's up 14-0 on Waynesville. Osage is trailing 6-3 against St. Francis Borgia. Sherwood's ahead of Versailles 26-0. Boonville's ahead of Eldon 23-13.
Thorpe wrapped up behind the line of scrimmage once again, dropped at the line of scrimmage.
The game that we're watching right now is the Cap City game and Lebanon game as well. I believe Lebanon's going to be able to take Waynesville tonight, so it's just going to depend on what Cap City does.
I thought Thorpe was coming out of the game. He was just coming over to the sideline to get a play. Plenty of time on the play clock, 20 seconds left. 2nd down and 10 for Southeast Kansas City. Here's where Thorpe just disappears. They've got all these big running backs right behind him, and they just set up so he can block, and he gets sacked, ball loose. And it's recovered, I believe, by Southeast Kansas City.
Yes.
But it's a loss of another 5, 3rd down, 15.
I mean, we got 5 guys in the backfield, and it just we're overwhelming their offensive line. You know, Andy, Paul, Fisher Ritchie's in there, Bryce Branson.
Yeah, and for the first time probably this year, Camdenton's the bigger team on the field.
Yeah. 79. Oh, Isaiah Brown. He was injured. Isaiah has been injured for a while. It's good to see him back in there.
3rd down and 15 for Southeast Kansas City Knights. And Thorpe rolling out to his right. He's got to unload. Incomplete as he was under a lot of pressure.
Had linebacker come through. Is that Levi?
Levi Perk, yeah. Levi's
yeah.
having a good game tonight. I've called his name a couple of times.
He's had a really good year. I mean, that kid is built. He is built, and he's fast.
Well, he got to Thorpe after a fake handoff, and he was trying to roll out, and he never let him get set to throw that ball. There was just nothing on that ball because of the pressure.
Yeah, and took a good angle to where he couldn't escape.
4th down, 15.
They still don't have their full set of players on the field, and they got about no time left on the play clock, and they're actually going to get a penalty if they didn't get a timeout call.
Delay game. Delay a game against Southeast Kansas City, and it's hard. I mean, when you're using, you got a freshman quarterback, you got a bunch of sophomores running around out there just to make a football team. But give them credit. They're here playing, and they're trying.
Mm-hmm. They are.
And it's the only way you're going to get better.
You kind of see them after that last score. They were walking off the field. They're kind of taking the sails.
Big rush.
We did
and he got it away. Wow, how did he get that away? Lakers were all over him. Ball stops at about the 37-yard line. 1st down and 10 for the Camdenton Lakers with 4:30 left to play here in the 2nd quarter, being brought to you by American Sun Control.
I'm with you. I had no idea how that kick came out of there.
Well, and the Lakers, so many guys around him, we did a good job of staying off of
Right,
him.
yes, exactly.
You know, and not to give up that 15-yard roughing the punter. And on top of it, I mean, what a great punt down to the 37-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know how he got it away.
I don't know.
There were 3 Lakers all over the punter. And to your point, Coach, they could have very easily run through them and roughed the punter. Hodges in the backfield on first down and 10. He'll stay in the block for Machino. Going deep, got a man wide open. Caught at the 40. Stutter step at the 20. He could go all the way. That's Heron. 10-5. Touchdown, Lakers.
All right, you know what set that play up is Jennings.
Yeah,
you know,
sure did.
And they pump fake to Jennings, and then there goes Heron. So the old screen and go, and that's it's just a staple in this offense. You hit the screen, and now they start sucking up on the screen, and you hit the go.
Yeah, Heron's been blocking. You were talking about how well he's been blocking to free up Jennings down the sideline. So they thought he goes out there as a decoy to block again, and the hitch and go. He was wide open. Machino throws the strike, and it's 34-0 Camdenton. Lots of points. This is what they're capable of, folks. Petroff on to attempt the extra point. And it's going to be a fake. Machino rolls out to his right. They're working on something. 2-point conversion attempt is good.
Not for sure.
Who was that? Cruson? No, Ralph.
No, that was
Lucas.
Ralph. Yeah.
So Machino to Routh for a 2-point conversion, and it's 36-0 with 4:17 left. You see the Lakers now working on some things they might be needing to work on going into district play that starts next week. Back in 30, this is Mix 92.7 Sports and MoSportsZone.com.
It starts with a feeling. You belong here. At Columbia College in Osage Beach, they believe higher education isn't reserved for someone else. It's for you. With personalized attention and ongoing support, they help students from all backgrounds discover their identity as scholars and write a bold new future with you in the lead role. Because this isn't just college. It's your story, your next chapter. Columbia College, Osage Beach, where you belong. This is Camdenton Lakers football. Here's the call of the game on your Lakers hometown radio station, Mix 92.7.
Welcome back, everybody. Score now is 36-0. Steve Schneider will tell you how it happened.
After a great punt by the Knights, set the Lakers up on their own 38. They cover 62 yards in one play to Heron. Machino to Heron. The 2-point conversion was good to Ralph, and it is now 36-0.
This is Fleck with the ball at about the 24, and about 3 Lakers accompany him.
Great job, Heron, keeping that outside leverage. You got to get that when they start stretching it towards the sideline, somebody has to turn it back into where all your help is.
Bo Williams got there first for the Lakers to bring down Fleck. But he got a bunch of help. There were 2 or 3 guys right on his heels. So first down and 10 for the Knights from their own 24-yard line. We'll see if maybe they change quarterbacks here. This will be Hodges, I believe.
I think you're right.
Hodges takes over a quarterback and tries to wiggle through the line of scrimmage. Lakers there. He picks up 1. And take nothing away from the freshman Thorpe. He's just not big enough in stature to play at this varsity level yet. He struggles.
Yeah, I mean, you get a hand on him, he's going to go down. And you could just tell the difference right there. Thorpe was stopped in the backfield, but at least he was able to scramble a little bit, move his legs, get a couple yards out of it.
So Hodges picks up a yard, maybe a yard and a half. 2nd down 9, we'll call it. Everybody in tight. Look at this alignment for Southeast Kansas City. Hodge takes the snap and gets a couple out to the 30-yard line, and it brings up a 3rd down and 5.
Yeah, he lets those 3 backs just kind of clear the way for him, and then he picks and chooses. That's what the freshman couldn't do. I think he was a little hesitant, didn't make the right reads. Thorpe at least is getting some positive yards out of this. Or Hodges.
Hodges, yeah.
Thorpe is the
freshman.
Yep. Yeah.
So 3rd down and 4, he actually did better than I thought he did. This has got to be a big play here for the Lakers to hold. 2:50, clock's running. late in the first half here. Second quarter is being brought to you by American Sun Control. Hodges under center, wants to throw this time, just throws it up for grabs, and incomplete. Boy, Stanfield might have got away with one there.
Yeah, he was not looking back. I think he didn't make contact. He stuck his hands up to kind of distract and break the pass up a little bit, but he was not turned around at all looking back. So,
Coach, is that a thing now? I mean, didn't they change the ruling on that? You don't have to look back in high school?
No, I mean, I think any type of contact, whether you're looking back or not, in high school is going to be considered pass interference if you make contact with him. I think right there, Stanfield did a really good job of just getting his hands.
Right.
So Hodges, the new quarterback, is also the punter. You got to be careful here because he's a gifted athlete. Low snap, and he gets it away. Not a very good kick this time, but in his defense, he had about a half a second to kick that ball.
I think we might have got a piece of that.
You think?
Denny, yeah, because it came out kind of low. Never really got up in the air.
We had one kid right on top of him again.
Great field position for the Lakers at the 44-yard line of Southeast Kansas City. 2:23 left to play here in the first half. It's been all Lakers so far, 36-0. Could make for a short second half.
It could. We got Bellevue East up now 14-3 on Cap City, with Lebanon going up 28-0 both in the second. So we may talk about those district standings at halftime.
I know you watch scores all the time, and I listen to you some nights talk about these scores, and I'm with you. I mean, some of these scores just don't make sense.
Yeah.
Machino out of the shotgun, trips left. Hodges stays in the blocks. Got plenty of time. Finds Routh, his favorite receiver tonight, it appears, to the 42.
Once again, that nice little curl into the zone.
Right.
Had an out and up by Cruson, which they're not going to get beat deep, is what they want. Although last time they did, but typically they're not. They got two deep safeties.
Second down 4. Machino to throw. Looking deep. Nobody open. Now he comes back across the right side, wide open, and just overthrew Heron. Heron was wide open at the goal line, and he threw it about 5 yards over his head.
Heron was confused. He thought that was going to somebody else.
I don't know how.
And he looked back.
Heron was wide open.
I'm not for sure what that was.
But you're right. Heron kind of broke off his route. He just stopped.
Yeah, thinking that was for somebody else because I think we had double post going over the middle.
Third down and 4.
No.
No flag. Didn't jump across the line.
Okay.
Long time standing there waiting for the football. Play clock down to 4. Hodges is going to follow some blocks out in front. Got the first down. Hurdles a tackler down to the 25-yard line. And it's another Camdenton Laker first down, brought to you by Pacific Pools.
It's fun just to watch him gather speed.
Isn't it?
As he goes, you're like, oh, man, if somebody hits him now, they're going to get hurt. It's like inertia.
And it's like you said, he's built so low to the ground. If you hit him, you're hitting him. His helmet's right in your chest. Machino flushed out of the pocket, rolls out to his left, looking to throws. Got a man open over the middle. Cruson. Nice move at the goal line. Touchdown. Cruson tried the old shuffle move and just sidestepped the tackler and was wound up on the goal line with the ball extended. 42-0 now, 1:08 left.
Once again, giving Michael a little bit of time to throw, and, more times than not, he's going to find a good open receiver.
It's nice to see the receivers cutting off their routes, too, and coming back and looking for that soft spot in the zone, Coach. They've identified that tonight very well.
They have.
Petrov is perfect tonight, 43-0. This is Mix 92.7 Sports and MoSportsZone.com.
Where'd you get that grin? Right above your chin.
Hey folks, Joey Hom from your local Andy's Frozen Custard. Exciting news! Pumpkin pie concretes and delicious s'mores jackhammers are back. In-house baked pumpkin pie and the awesome honey-made graham crackers, hot fudge, and marshmallow jacks. You're gonna love them.
Smile at Andy's, top your day. With a smile at Andy's, top your day.
Let's get back to the action of Camdenton Lakers football. Here's the call of the game on your Lakers hometown radio station, Mix 92.7.
Welcome back, Denny Bunny, Sean Machino, Steve Schneider with yet another scoring recap.
44 yards this time, Denny. A 26-yard TD pass from Machino to Cruz, and that's his first catch of the night for the touchdown. So it's all Camdenton, 43-0 with just over a minute to play in the half. That's Michael's third touchdown pass. QB rating of 139.5 right now.
Hodges with 3 touchdown runs. Petrov with six extra points. There's a big kick right down the middle. Bounces and rolls into the end zone. How about that?
There you go.
Have we been saving that for tonight's game?
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
That's the first time they've been all the way back at the 20-yard line tonight.
First one we put in the end zone this year.
I think so.
You know, maybe the nice cool air is giving them a little extra tonight. Well, he's got the capability. It's just the consistency's not there. And so, you know, I know I've seen him kick in practice. He's got a good leg. But this is his first year kicking a football. And so they've just been working on that consistency. He's getting better every week.
Petrov was feeling it after that last extra point. He was kind of punching his fist in the air and just like, yeah, this is what I'm supposed to be doing. 6 extra points tonight here in the first half. 1:08 left to play here. And it looks like there's going to be a timeout on the field called by Southeast Kansas City. Brought to you by the Ed Schmidt Real Estate Team at eXp Realty. This is Mix 92.7 Sports and MoSportsZone.com.
Hey there, all you thrill seekers and outdoor enthusiasts. We've got a lineup that's sure to rev up your excitement. It's time to putt-putt to the Motor Hut and experience a winning combination like never before. We're talking about the perfect blend of touchdowns on the field and perfectly manicured lawns. And the best part, when you catch the Laker football action, you'll snag the best deals at the Motor Hut's outdoor equipment paradise. Camdenton High School Laker Football and the Motor Hut, your ultimate champions this season. Get ready to cheer on and transform your outdoors with us.
This is America, where football means football.
There's only one place to hear Camdenton Lakers football. Back to the game on your Lakers hometown radio station, Mix 92.7.
Welcome back. We just turned Steve's mic off, so he
well deserved too.
All right, this is Hodges at quarterback now for Southeast Kansas City. And he'll roll out to his right, looking to pass, throws it downfield. Stanfield had a chance at it. Almost offensive interference.
Tell you what, that was a really good concept by Southeast. I mean, because Stanfield was beat. He was scrambling to get back there and was able, if that ball would have been thrown right, I mean, that's a good completion.
Well, look at the size of 88, DeMarco Johnson. He's the biggest kid they've got on their team and probably one of the more athletic kids.
Yeah,
I mean, get him some touches.
Mm-hmm. And they almost did. If they would have got
I say you want to get it in the hands of your playmakers?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yes.
They tried.
Yes, they did.
Second down 10, 1:02 left. 43-0. Hodges under center. Long count. And fakes the handoff. Rolls out the other way. Oh, I knew they was going to pay for that one. Quick little floater out to Anderson. Anderson made the reception, but boy, as soon as he turned with the football, surprisingly, he was able to hold on to the football.
Mm-hmm. Jennings has been known to do that. He doesn't wrap. He just tries to
dislodge.
Dislodge, and it works sometimes, and other times like that, the guy spun off of him. Good thing we had help on the way.
Right. Jennings could have really lowered the boom on him.
He could have.
I think he pulled off at the last second. Yeah. I really do, because it would have been a defenseless receiver.
Mm-hmm.
Third down and 7. Out of the shotgun, Hodges brings a man in motion left to right, and flags fly.
Yeah.
We're at too much time.
Too much time.
Yep.
Okay.
So it's going to cost them 5, and with 10 seconds left, they're going the wrong direction. Third down and 12.
A little different formation, what we've seen, doubles out of them. Boy, they're deep, too. That quarterback is deep.
Yeah, skips it off the turf. Hodges picks it up, throws it out toward the sideline. Stanfield just breaks up the play. Might have had a play on it, but wisely just said, we just need to knock this down. We don't need to see somebody run down the sideline right before halftime.
Once again, quarterback under pressure. Our defensive ends, Fisher Ritchie that time, anytime we bring any type of edge pressure, they're getting in there pretty much untouched.
4th down and 12. Southeast Kansas City with 3 seconds left is going to try and go for it, I guess. They don't have a punter.
Just run out the clock
there
rather than take a chance on the punt being blocked.
Yep, smart play.
Well, they run a play. Lakers there to thwart that. So that's the end of the first half with our score. Camdenton 43, Southeast Kansas City 0. Back with the Hy-Vee halftime report in a moment. This is Mix 92.7 Sports and MoSportsZone.com.
Oh, man, look at this bozo. He thinks he's gonna have a day at the lake with his family.
Wait till they see what we built last night, dude!
He thinks his lake home is nice.
And he thinks he's like master angler.
Oh, please. I caught 7 moths last night.
All right, dude, here he comes.
All right, I'm gonna try to get in his mouth, dude.
Welcome to the lake, dude!
Nasty lake spiders on your dock? Not your friend. Your friend in the pest control business is Steve with Steve's Pest Control.
I'm Steve, your friend in the pest control business. Pests are relentless and persistent. That's why they're called pests. When any of my crew from Steve's Pest Control come to solve your pest problem, the problem will be solved. I guarantee it.
Now you got a friend in the pest control business. Steve's Pest Control.
First and goal. High Brothers Lumber, your hometown lumber yard and proud high school football supporter. They pride themselves on knowledgeable customer service, on-the-spot instruction, being family-owned and locally operated. High Brothers Lumber has the biggest delivery fleet and nothing less than premium lumber. Let the quality be the difference that brings you the win at High Brothers Lumber.
Touchdown! Yeah!
Located on Old Highway 5 South, Camdenton.
Years ago, I established a name synonymous with honesty. And today, Honest Abe's Home Services carries that torch. Ensuring your home's safety with certified and insured professionals. Was the last handyman tinkering with your cottage certified? If not, my friends, you are gambling with your comfort and safety. Honest Abe's doesn't cut corners. Every technician is certified through Missouri Propane and fully insured. Because peace of mind should be a right, not a privilege.
Honest advice, honest prices, Honest Abe's. Call honestabes.com.
HMI Fireplace is here to serve your community and promote local youth sports programs. It's in HMI's history to keep your home safe and to be on the ball when winter strikes. Come into HMI Fireplace and let them write up the best defense for Old Man Winter today. Look them up online at HMIFireplaceShop.com or give them a call.
No one warns you like HMI.
Whether it's a car accident, storm damage, or a fire, when the unthinkable happens, it doesn't matter if you've saved money in 15 minutes. In this moment, it doesn't matter if your neighbor has the same insurance you do. In this moment, what matters is that your independent agent and the company that stands behind them have you covered. Mills & Sons Insurance and Auto Owners Insurance. The no problem people. At 2701 Bagnell Dam Boulevard. Call us at 365-2002 or visit our website at millsinsurance.com. We're on your side because life happens.
This is Camdenton Lakers football on KLOZ Eldon. It's the Hy-Vee halftime show on your Lakers hometown radio station, Mix 92.7.
Welcome back to the Hy-Vee halftime show. I'm Denny Benny alongside Steve Schneider. Sean Machina will join us momentarily. Steve, 43-0.
It's kind of all Camdenton tonight. Well, not kind of. It is all Camdenton. I'll recap the scoring in case you joined us late. Camdenton getting the opening kickoff.
Right.
And they went, 65 yards, 13 plays, 4 minutes and 18 seconds. They had a 4th down conversion in there. And so really just a standard kind of a drive, and certainly their longest one that they had to make tonight. They went up 7-0. And then on the next series for the Knights, they actually had their best drive, picking up 3 first downs and moving the ball from their own 35 down to the Laker 20, but then throwing an interception from there to give the Lakers back the ball. We returned the favor on that drive and gave up an interception on a tipped ball to put it back to them. But then since then, it's kind of been dominated by the Lakers. Their next 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 possessions were all touchdowns on scores of a 28-yard pass from Machino to Jennings, Hodges with a 10-yard rush for a touchdown. You got Hodges with a 3-yard run for a touchdown. Machino to Roth. a 62-yard pass to. Oh man, that's some bad handwriting there. 60. I think it was to Hoff. Okay, and then a 2-point conversion, and then a 44-yard drive, 26-yard TD pass from Machino to Cruzen. So, we got 5 extra point kicks. One, I'm not sure why they went for the 2-point conversion other than just to practice it, but pretty much all Camdenton. The total yards for the Lakers, not as much as you would think with the score, but again, many times that's some very short fields that they're working with. But 283 yards of total offense. Michael Machino, 15 of 20 through the air, 220 yards and 3 touchdowns with 1 pick for a QB rating of 139.6. Those touchdowns went to Cruzen, Heron's the one I couldn't read the handwriting, and Jennings, each with a receiving touchdown on their own. On the ground, 63 yards net rushing on 11 tries. The big one, of course, Jaden Hodge called his number all night. He's got 3 of those touchdowns on the ground, 7 carries, 48 yards. And so you put that together, you're there. We've had 1 turnover and just 2 penalties for 20 yards on the Lakers side. So pretty much a complete game. The turnover, again, that was a tip ball. So, you find it hard. I should keep stats that are, just mistakes by the quarterback versus, a tipped ball. On their side, let's talk about the defense and what they've given up. Just a total of 22 yards of net offense by the Southeast Knights, rushing 19 yards on 19 attempts. And you've got Isaiah Hodge, 1 of 4 for 8 yards, and Shashiko Thorpe, he's 0 for 2 with an interception. So, pretty much nothing through the air. They basically have 3 yards receiving and 19 yards rushing for their 22. They really haven't been able to get anything going except for that first drive that they had. But the Lakers defense kind of figured that out pretty quick, and they've shut them down. So pretty much a one-side dominant. Of course, when we come out of the locker room, we'll have the quick clock going, and we'll see what the Lakers do and what they do with their starters and get out when they come out of halftime. But Camdenton has got this one handily and pretty much in all phases of the game. We saw our best kickoff of the year, into the end zone for the first time. So Camden putting a complete game together tonight.
You want to go ahead, as long as we're talking kicking, you want to go ahead and correct me?
I guess I could.
Go ahead.
I don't enjoy it, but you had said that there was 6 extra points when it was actually just 5 because we did have the 2-point conversion.
2-point conversion. You're correct, sir.
But that's okay.
I stand to be corrected.
That's all right. You counted the number of touchdowns and you took 1 times that, and it's an easy mistake.
It was pretty quick.
It wasn't even worth
I got to
out,
I didn't think so either.
I waited till the commercial break to point it out to you. You're the one that
I think so either.
Decided, but I'm sure our fans are out there going, "Oh no, Denny, it's only 5 extra."
I'm sure they did. Yeah, I'm sure they were right on top of that.
Before we get the letters and the phone calls, we figured we'd fess up
because they're football aficionados. If they're listening to Camdenton, you can't get away with anything here, Steve.
Absolutely.
But senior night here at Southeast Kansas City, and a lot of the seniors being recognized here tonight with their families. And, this is one of those programs where you struggle to get kids out, much like the Versailles Tigers, who we know they've got probably 20 active kids. This is 21 active kids that are playing football here at Southeast Kansas City. I give them credit for at least putting the helmet on and getting out there.
Absolutely,
Steve.
and it's been a very clean game. Okay, there hadn't been any cheap shots or anybody. And the players are helping each other. The other team up off the field, both the Lakers and Southeast, giving a hand up. So
there's not been any talking.
No, the sportsmanship has been top notch on
both
sides.
That started last year at Camdenton, when Southeast agreed to play Camdenton and come all the way down to Camdenton from in Kansas City. Yeah. And Camdenton just rolled out the red carpet, I felt like. And they've done the same here for us.
The
hospitality that they've given us here in the press box tonight has been exceptional.
First class. First class by far. So, that's something that speaks to them. And, the program, we've all, through the years, we've seen teams like that. And so, they'll get better, as it goes. But, give them credit for coming out and playing with that sportsmanship and keeping the game, on the up and up.
All right, time for the Coach Machino Minute, brought to you by Lake Ozark Quarry and Rambolt Excavating.
Things have been going well for the Lakers. Other than the one interception, we've taken care of the ball. We've been able to run the ball, which is really good. Been able to be successful with even the screens and then the screen and go. Defense. They've been getting the job done tonight, and nobody's been able to run free. And special teams wise, we haven't had to punt yet. Kickoff, doing a really good job. Haven't let anybody really run free there. Put one in the end zone with Crossy. And so, overall it's been a really good game. And hopefully this gives Lakers a little bit of confidence going into next week's game against, it'd be the Jeff City Jays, regardless. We're keeping tabs on that Cap City. It's still 14-3 at half. Lebanon's taking care of Waynesville, 35-0 at half. So it's going to be interesting to see. Cap City plays a team, Belleville East, that's out of Illinois. So I don't know how that affects the point system and whether it's going to not give them, enough points. Or I don't know.
So that's
how that
odd,
works.
isn't it?
Yeah,
you don't normally play out of state.
It's the last game of the year, so and usually it takes a little while for the points to kick in. So,
Right.
But with it being the last game of the year, they're going to have to figure it out pretty quick so that they can get those district seedings set for next Friday.
Not to interrupt, Coach, but let's talk about, if you're Par Pitts, what do you do with your first stringers going into the second half? Do you give them a series? Do you give them a quarter? When do you call off the dogs? You're up 43-0.
Typically, you're up 43-0. If it was 35-0, I would definitely let them go one more series. 42-43-0, probably one more series. If it gets much up beyond that, you go ahead and put the second teamers in because they're going to have to score, 2 or 3 touchdowns, 3 touchdowns to get that running clock off. But right now, it's going to be defense, so get the defense out there, get a stop, go ahead and put starters out, get one more touch, and then put the JV team in and let them get some reps for the rest of the night. It'll be a short night because it's going to be running clock.
Yeah, we've noticed already, though, there's been a lot of sophomores playing tonight, on special teams especially, but you're starting to see them playing linebacker and corner and some things of that nature.
Interesting. Okay. And that's, coaches have talked about, different kids playing. Who's that linebacker, number 33? I forgot his name already. Cardoza, And I've heard his name called a number of times throughout the JV season. Talking to Coach Edson, he said, man, that he's so close to being able to step in there. He's built like a sophomore, not big, but he gets through the gaps, gets through the holes really well, tackles really well. But playing against varsity guys that are going to be outweighing him by 60, 70 pounds, it's kind of tough to put him in that position right now.
Right.
But a lot of those kids are doing really well. And special teams is the place for these guys to cut their teeth.
Well, you're seeing it tonight. They're doing a nice job. They've been holding Southeast Kansas City. This has been the best the special teams display we've seen this year. I thought we've executed a lot better with the exception of the one that made it back to midfield. But, We'll talk about that more in a moment with more of the Hy-Vee halftime show right here on Mix 92.7 Sports and MoSportsZone.com.
Whoa, Central Ozarks Medical Center, your health, our mission.
COMC has been providing quality health care in Central Missouri since 1979. From primary care, OBGYN, pediatrics, senior health, dental, and behavioral health. Go to centralozarks.org for a location near you or call 877-406-2662.
COMC, the healthy place to be.
Builders, craftsmen, you're the creators of spaces where people come together to work and call home. And you never settle. You need a partner who can live up to your standards. That partner is Mid-City Lumber, with the services and products that you demand. Like Milwaukee Tools, innovative tools that solve problems and increase productivity. Learn more about Milwaukee Tools and all the best products at MidCityLumber.com.
Mid-City Lumber, the contractor's resource from start to finish.
There's no better feeling than grilling out. And there's no better place than Porter's Ace to get the best grill for your family. We stock brands from Traeger, Weber, Big Green Egg, Blackstone Griddles, and Uni Pizza Ovens. You won't find these premium brands and service at a warehouse store. Only at Porter's Ace, the people who know their grills. Porter's Ace in Lori, and now in Osage Beach. Porter's, we're here to help.
Allie Holman Howe Funeral Home. My family has called Camden County home for 8 generations. Our firm's roots run deep too. In 1929, our predecessor, Banks & Woolery, moved the original funeral home from Old Lynn Creek to the square in Camdenton. In 1955, the Reed family relocated to the present location on North Highway 5. Allie Holman Howe Funeral Home has continued that legacy with personalized distinction for over 2 decades. Our caring and capable team stands ready to meet your needs at Allie Holman Howe Funeral Home in Camdenton.
Custom railing stairs that gleam, awnings made just like your dream. American Sun controls the name. Since 1985 they lead the game. Screen enclosures keep bugs at bay. Enjoy your summer every day. Family owned and local too. American Sun Control, made for you.
Hitachi Energy in Jefferson City is seeking beginning and seasoned welders. No certification needed. Gain knowledge and expertise from their expert welders in their Hitachi Welding School. Enjoy a safety-focused and climate-controlled environment while you work. With a benefit package that starts on day 1 and pay up to $27 per hour, Hitachi inspires progress for a future that you and your family deserve. Join their diverse team of professionals today by applying at HitachiEnergy.com.
You talk about the playmaker. First touchdown of the game.
This is Camdenton Lakers football on KLOZ Eldon. It's the Hy-Vee halftime show on your Lakers hometown radio station, Mix 92.7.
Welcome back to Southeast Kansas City High School. Lakers all over Southeast Kansas City tonight, 43-0 at halftime. This is the Hy-Vee halftime report. Running over some stats, Steve, and you were talking about the ball position on the field.
Yeah, we were talking about special teams just before the break, and Coach was mentioning that, and the starting field position that the Knights have had, which is a direct result. They've been on their side of the end zone. The only time that they started on the Lakers side was after that interception. But then beyond that, they had one start at the 35, and then the rest of them have been 26-yard line, 30-yard line, that kind of thing. So the special teams and the kicking game has vastly improved over what they've done, prior to this in the season.
And we do that to any other team, you're going to see a change in score, because now it's just going to require them to snap the ball more. We're going to get more stops more times than not, and and you're going to give us more opportunity to score.
Yeah. So, very clean game. Penalties, just 2 penalties on the Lakers tonight for 20, and then we had the one interception that, again, the tip ball or the, off the hands and right to them. So, can't really count that as a mistake. The ball was there. Just didn't get the grab.
Yeah.
Real clean game for the Lakers and kind of a complete game for them so far tonight.
Kicking game has been much improved. Krause's done a really nice job. Petrov is only 5 extra points.
5 extra points, okay. But hey, he got a kickoff into the end zone. We'll count. I'll give him a point for that.
And he's kept the other 3 of those in play where they haven't gone off the field and they get the 35-yard line.
Yeah.
And every time they've done that, it's been at the 20 or the 25. It's been, not as good a field position. So he's done much better. Punting team has not been on the field tonight.
No, that's what we like to see.
Yeah.
And I think the turnover battle goes into the Lakers' favor.
They've got an interception and a fumble, and of course they had the bad snap, on the punt that set us up at their 10-yard line.
Mm-hmm.
So that doesn't really go down as a turnover,
right?
Other than turnover on downs, but that's something that it's hard to find anything that the Lakers have done wrong tonight.
Other than the one interception.
Except the one interception, that's correct.
And, I can't remember who said this, and I think I know, but I'm not going to say his name. But it was another quarterback that was talking to Michael, and he kind of said, if you're not throwing a few interceptions, you're not taking enough chances,
right.
And I was like, really? And he told me that. He actually told me, hey, don't worry about the interception. If he's not getting any, that means he's not taking many chances. And I was like, that's a good way of looking at it. Now, obviously, when you throw an interception, you're like, it turns the tide a little bit.
Sure.
But you got to have that mentality that you're not going to be afraid to throw the ball.
Yeah. And you can still tell, looking at Michael playing, that he's not 100%. Okay, he's still, Denny had mentioned, on the play-by-play, there's some things saying, man, he would have broke that for a touchdown if he wasn't. If he wasn't 80% or whatever he is. So you can tell, and it'll be interesting to see the first time the Lakers get the ball on if Machino comes out in quarterbacks or if they go with someone else.
Steve, I don't think he's 80%. I think 60's probably pushing it, and his arm is 100%.
Yeah.
He's still throwing strikes. He's throwing the ball well, but he just doesn't have a lot of wheels underneath him with a pulled groin and that ankle that he rolled up 3 weeks ago.
Yeah. I think the ankle is probably feeling pretty good right now, and it will be interesting to see when this groin heals up this week, how much they're going to have to wrap that ankle, because that, when you tape it on the inside and then they call it spatting, I guess, and when you tape it on the outside of the shoe, that limits your mobility with that ankle, which when it's injured, it needs to be, but once it heals up, then you just do a wrap on the inside, and because that spat is what really slows you down, and then when this to see what his speed's like up with a good groin, hopefully by next Friday.
Well, if he's at 60% and we got 43 points, I'll take it. Okay, that's something that he's still managed the game very well and making good decisions.
Don't discount the fact that his arm is at 100%.
Exactly.
I mean, he can throw the ball. I mean, he can just sling it. He doesn't have to be planted in order for him to get the ball downfield.
No, 138 is his QB rating.
Yeah, that's not too
and
shabby.
and the interception, that ball probably should have been caught, and instead it slipped through the fingers, and they just happened to have a defender right behind.
Yeah.
So it was a good pattern, good throw, just didn't connect, and they were lucky to get the deflection. But other than that, pretty much a perfect game.
And it is a smart idea for the staff, Lakers staff, in this situation to bring out that defense, because they've got to learn to come out at halftime and be able to turn it on immediately. It's got to be taught. And so, that's a message that they're sending right now is, yes, you're up, but you got a job to do. And you need to get out there on defense and get that stop, get a 3-and-out. Offense, you got to go down, put it in the end zone, and then we can start subbing out. But we've got to have that mentality coming out of halftime every single game.
You still got to win the half.
That's right.
Okay?
Yeah.
And that's the goal right now.
Mm-hmm.
Well, the first series in the second half will certainly set the tempo for sure. I mean, you've got them down right now, but all they need to do is get a little momentum, and you don't want to have those scores in the record book. You got them down.
Yeah.
43 zip. Go ahead and finish.
Yeah.
That's where you need to come out with a mindset.
Yep.
And let them know that it's not going to be easy the second half either.
Right. Exactly. I mean, it's real easy to, let your guard down. Take it easy just a little bit. And next thing you know, boom, 70-yard touchdown.
Well,
the guy runs free.
They've got enough athletes that, they can skip a tackle and
Yeah, and
I don't know that you can catch them going down the sideline. They've got some kids that can fly over there on the sideline. So they get loose. I mean, they could get some points on the scoreboard in a hurry.
So we've got to bring the energy right here on this first defensive series.
And maintain that defensive line play.
Absolutely.
It has been
dominant.
It's been impressive tonight, to say the least, both offensive and defensive line play.
Yeah.
They've got their formation. I'm not sure what you call it, Coach, but it almost looks like Philadelphia in a tush push because they've got, the quarterback under center, and then they've got 3 backs behind him. And even trying that, they can't break through the Hogs line.
And it's odd you say that, Steve, because it's the 3 running backs that are behind the quarterback never push the quarterback.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
It's almost like it's a wall for the quarterback to hide behind and then see if you can find him.
Yeah.
But he almost bootlegs around his running back, so he starts 5 yards behind the line of scrimmage.
It certainly hasn't worked.
It's
him,
odd.
So, yeah, we'll see if they make an adjustment on this.
Have you ever seen
series
that?
coming up? I never have.
No. Last year at our place.
Okay, never mind. All right. Second half is underway. Petrov's kick is back to the 5, our 10-yard line. He drops it there, picks it up off the turf, and trying to weave through traffic. There's your Lakers swarming to the football. Good start for Camdenton.
Yep, kept him inside the 25-yard line. 5 guys around the tackle. That's a good job. All right. Yep. Coach has decided to bring his starters out. We got Big Andy Diaz and Paul Muff, Butts and Bryce, and then Hasker.
I don't have a 58 on my roster for Camdenton. Have you? He's made 2 or 3 great plays tonight. I don't know if he's an underclassman.
That might be Noble Malahan.
Noble Malahan, yes.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
He's been in on a couple of plays tonight, and I've referenced my roster. Oop, dropped the snap, in trouble. Johnson goes down back at the 12-yard line. Thomas, excuse me. No, Hodges. I'll get it right sooner or later.
Muff right
just
there.
Underway, yeah.
I mean, Muff is he's a wrecker. He's not a home wrecker. He's an offensive line wrecker.
Right.
He's a quarterback wrecker. He just is all around the football. He's just so fast. And so fast laterally.
So second down now and about 19. This is Hodges now, the quarterback. Out of the shotgun, and boy, it's a deep shotgun. And another one off the turf, back at the 2-yard line, and it might be a safety. No, he gets rid of the football. Good for him to get rid of that ball. That was trouble.
That's 2 on the ground, and they've got him so deep. I mean,
he's 7 yards off the line of scrimmage.
Yeah. You mentioned that in the first half. They had that.
And I know they're trying to give him more time. Get away from the defensive line. The offensive line is struggling to protect him, so get him away to where he can make a move, get out on the edge, and hopefully find an open receiver, but it's not working for him very well right now.
So, Coach, how far do you want on a shotgun like you?
Max 5.
5 yards, okay, which is where your son lines up. Okay,
yeah.
Okay.
But like you said,
he's 7 at least.
His toes are at 7.
Another bad snap, trouble, Muff all over him. Drops him at the 5-yard line.
Yeah.
Have a night, Paul.
Absolutely, that's 3 in a row. Muff's been right there. Of course, he's right over the center. The center is probably so worried about blocking Paul that he's forgetting to snap the ball.
That brings up 4th down and a bunch.
31.
31.
No, 21, I'm sorry.
It's longer than 21.
Yeah.
26.
Okay.
And the punt is blocked. Lakers fall on it at the 10-yard line.
Bryce Branson.
Branson picks up the loose ball.
Yep.
And it's great field position once again for the Camdenton Lakers. First down, goal to go from the 10.
Well, the defense did the job. Of course, they kind of helped us a little bit.
Yeah.
Put the ball on the ground
3 bad
times
snaps.
in a row. Yeah. 3 in a row. So I would expect the Lakers. It's a long goal to goal here, right at the 10-yard line.
Well, Machino's still in at quarterback. I was wondering if they might let him rest.
Looks like Carter Butts is back there in the backfield with him. Probably going to give it to senior Carter.
Carter's a pretty good running back. Right through the line of scrimmage, inside the 5, and
nice
turned
tackle.
away there at the 4-yard line. Actually, Carter never did get
No, they blew the
thrown
whistle
on the
him.
turf. They picked him up, but never did go down.
No.
So the Camdenton Lakers in the Winter Shelton Real Estate Red Zone, once again knocking on the door.
I think they're probably going to give it to Carter again here.
Why not?
Senior, let him get a touch and
Machino to throw. Flushed out of the pocket, launches it for the end zone off the fingertips of his intended receiver, Routh. Incomplete.
I'm not for sure what was going on over there. They might have covered up the screen. It looked like Michael turned over there for a quick screen, and they might have pressed our receiver. He pump faked, told the guys to move, that there's not a lot of room to move.
If
back
he was
there.
healthy, he would have gone in and
He would
himself
have. He
with
would have
that.
run it himself.
3rd down, goal to go from the 5. Carter Butts in at running back now, the senior. Give him a touch. There he is, right through the line of scrimmage. Puts his head down. Was he turned away? I thought, he's in. He's in on the far side. You get the signal. So touchdown, Carter Butts. And it makes it 49-0 with 6:45 left to play here in the 3rd quarter. 3rd quarter being brought to you by our friends at Camden on the Lake. Great facility. I mean, from the marina to the restaurant. Machino to hold. And that's not Petrov to kick. Kick is up, and it's equally as good. Count it.
There you go.
50-0 with 6:14 left to play. This is Mix 92.7 Sports and MoSportsZone.com.
It's football season, and your team to tackle all your fall boating and winterization needs is Kellysport. Kellysport backs our Camdenton Lakers, Osage Indians, and Mizzou Tigers. Your trusted dealer for Regal, Bennington, Tiara, Grady White, and Ski Nautique. Kellysport handles new and pre-owned inventory, offers financing, storage, insurance, and the best care since 1977. Walk into the end zone with ease when Kellysport leads the way. Look them up online or come in for the best customer service at the lake. Let's get back to the action of Camdenton Lakers football. Here's the call of the game on your Lakers hometown radio station, Mix 92.7.
Welcome back, everybody. Denny Benny, Sean Machino, Steve Schneider with a scoring recap.
Hey, after the block punt, the Lakers only had 10 yards to go. Give it to Carter Butts for all 10. The last one was a 4-yard run in for the end zone for the touchdown. The extra point's good, so now it's 50-0 Lakers.
Deep kick comes down at the 15-yard line, picked up off the turf there. Return starts at the 20, and down he goes. Nowhere to go for Hodges.
Quentin Cruson got the first hand on him and just grabbed the jersey. He was able to hang on, swing him a little bit. All right, who we got coming out this time? Looks like Bryce is still out there. Is Paul Muff in there?
You know, Routh, Stanfield.
Yeah, looks like the starters. Andy's coming in. We got a different, looks like Jack Charlton in there at nose guards, taking Paul Muff out. Everybody else looks to be about the same.
Reese is in there to safety.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, everybody pretty much is lined up other than Paul. Here come the Knights. Hodges has been taken out of the game, I believe, and that's the freshman quarterback once again. Nope, that is Hodges. Hodges kind of hung on to that too long. Lakers at the 6, ball squirts out at the 5, and finally covered up by Southeast Kansas City back at their own 4-yard line.
We had it in our hands, and our own guy kicked it out of our...
They were trying to scoop and score, and it didn't work.
Our own guy kicked it out of our hands. All right.
What is that now? 2nd down and 27?
I'll give him the 4-yard line. So 28 is what I got.
Scoreboard just quit trying to keep up with everything. He just gave up on the yard marker and
I think the
distance.
The guy stopping the clock, I think he already left.
He's already gone.
Yeah.
I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
Up 50-0. Let it run.
I thought they haven't play clock went down 0. They're going to get penalized.
Too much time once again.
Half a distance to the goal line. Not going to bother them too much.
No.
So back to the 2-yard line. The way the Lakers have been getting off the ball, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised to see a safety here.
Probably not. If that quarterback, drops back in the end zone at all, there's a good chance that Lakers are going to.
Well, the snap hasn't been getting to him.
No, they're going to go under center.
Yeah.
So they're just going to try to make sure it's not a safety.
So Hodges will go under center from the 2-yard line, 2nd down and a county. And trying to push his way through the line of scrimmage. Might have got to the 3, but that's it. 3rd down and 30 for Southeast Kansas City. Although Southeast doesn't have any wins on this season, nobody has done to them what the Lakers have tonight.
No, they had a close game last week against Northeast Kansas City, I believe.
Yes.
I think it was within a 1-score game. 8-15 last week, and
Yeah, they've been getting better as the season's progressed. 20-8.
Yep.
Too much Lakers tonight, though. On 3rd down and 30, Hodges to throw. Oh! Did they let him play through it, or did they blow the whistle?
No time left on the clock.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh,
they get a timeout?
Oh, my goodness.
So they did get a timeout.
They threw it right there to Fisher Ritchie.
He was standing in the end zone when he caught the interception. But
yeah. He's a converted tight end to center.
I knew he played tight end.
And
he changed his number. That's why I couldn't pick up on him.
Yep.
So 70 is Ritchie now.
Yep.
Got it.
They in this offense that the Lakers have gone to, you have to have at least 3 centers. And I know we've only had we've had 3. We got 3 still, but you got to have 3 centers when you run this offense. I mean, and you have to be really good at snapping the ball, because obviously you see what happens when you put the snap on the ground.
Yeah.
You're just giving up a lot of yardage.
It's 3rd down and 30. They got the timeout.
Yep. I don't think they'll run that play again.
So Ritchie is a converted tight end. I've seen him make a nice catch earlier in the season.
Yes.
Now he's playing tackle or defensive end. There it is. There's Ritchie. Just stayed at home and intercepts one for a touchdown.
Ricky just told me they're going to run the same play again. And they did with the same result.
So Ritchie stays at home, did the same thing he did on the last play, identical play, and threw it right to him. He's standing in the end zone. Touchdown Lakers, 56-0. Wow. When did you think you were going to tell me that Ritchie changed his number? Because I've been watching him all night. Man, this kid's good. Yeah, no kidding. Fisher Ritchie.
Yeah.
Oh, now he's 70. Thanks, Coach. Appreciate the input tonight.
I think he might have got the majority of the snaps last week, maybe, or about half of them last week as center.
High snap, controlled by Machino. Kicks up, kicks good. 57-0. Almost out of the third quarter, which has been brought to you by Camden on the Lake. This is Mix 92.7 Sports and MoSportsZone.com.
The Butcher Shop in Camdenton invites you to the Lake Ozark Biker Church. Services every 4th Sunday of the month, located behind the Butcher Shop in Camdenton. Feel the Holy Spirit at work and come have fellowship with the spirit of the Biker Church. The Butcher Shop is a strong supporter of the Camdenton Lakers, the Lake community, and our Lord Jesus Christ. The Butcher Shop, your home for lunch and dinner, meats, and pre-made goodies.
This is America, where football means football.
There's only one place to hear Camdenton Lakers football. Back to the game on your Lakers hometown radio station, Mix 92.7.
Denny, Sean, and Steve with another scoring recap.
I tell you what, it's one of the strangest plays I've seen, Denny. That
twice.
Yeah, Richie just standing in the end zone, second play in a row. The first one they were able to get a timeout, so it didn't count. But then they went back to the same play with the same result. Richie just catching the ball in the end zone.
He didn't have to move.
No, it wasn't
twice.
Yeah, there was no pick. I mean, it's a pick six, but he didn't have to move. He, like you said, he's just standing there and got 6 points. Extra point was good. And so with heading into the fourth quarter, that's where we're going to start up after the break. And 57-0 for Camdenton.
I'd like to see Crossy put one in the end zone again.
Let's see it.
Yeah. This is the direction he was kicking last time he put one in the end zone. Let's see if he can get his foot into this one. He's got the capability. He's just got to get the consistency. Because if you're low an inch, it's going to go.
Right.
You're high or you're too high, it's just going to drive it. It's a very small point, impact point on that ball when it comes to kicking the ball.
Well, he's been kicking long enough this year, and enough. I think he's starting to figure some things out. His onside kicks last week were exceptional.
Yeah.
They were
recovered
one. One was very close to being recovered. Petrov approaches the ball and kicks it deep. This will come down at about the 10, 11-yard line. Return starts there. Across the 20, making a move, trying to get to the interior, and finally runs out of room. That was Thomas on the return.
Well, Daniel Quinn again, number 21 out there. Now we're going to see some different numbers come out here on the field.
That always makes it fun.
Mm-hmm.
You haven't seen these kids, and all at once, let's put them all in.
Yep.
Mass substitutions.
It is.
Fourth quarter is being brought to you by the Motor Hut. And again, a special thanks to our title sponsor tonight, Hewlett Automotive, Chevrolet Buick GMC in Camdenton. Great place to buy your next car.
Well, the Lakers are looking for their first shutout of the year. Let's see if our JV team can get the job done.
Him a handoff on the left side. Stood up after he got through the line of scrimmage. Not much going there, about 3 yards on the carry.
Mm-hmm.
But I know who that was. It's a bigger kid for him. Number 88, DeMarco Johnson on the carry. He's hard to bring down. It doesn't matter what string you are.
He's a load. He bounced right off our first defender, but thankfully we had guys pursuing the ball.
Second down and 7. And it's Hodges in a quarterback now. Hodges under center this time. Takes a snap, wants to pass, rolling out, thrown out there, incomplete in the flats, and he just dropped it.
We had guys there. It looked like he was open at first, but we had some pursuit coming down the line there.
Tristan Higgins, a sophomore, in pursuit. It's a big kid, isn't he?
Yeah, he is. He is. He's got his twin brother. Doesn't quite have the same height as him, but he's
6'3", 175.
Yep.
Probably a little heavier than that now.
Mm-hmm.
9:40 left to play. It's been all Camdenton, 57-0. Hodges takes a snap in trouble and is dropped back at the 20-yard line. Boy, big hit.
38. Who is old 38 there? We got DJ Bushnell, huh?
DJ Bushnell might have just got the jackhammer hit of the game.
That was a big hit.
Brought to you by Andy's Frozen Custard.
That was a D cleat. The first thing the quarterback hit was his shoulder pads. Was the first thing that hit the ground. He lifted him off the ground and planted him. That was a good hit.
4th down, 15. It forces Southeast Kansas City to punt once again. Oh, it's a good punt this time. Will come down around midfield and dies right there at the 50-yard line. That's where the Lakers will put it in play. First down and 10. I think we've probably seen the last of old number 7.
Yep. We'll see old lefty Quentin Knipp come on in.
Knipp throws a good ball. When he's got time, he throws a really nice ball.
He does.
It's just, I mean, it floats, and it's easy for the receivers to catch.
Absolutely.
Gets a little more arc on the pass.
Yep. And let's see if that is him. Yep, that is him. Hodges is still in there. I was hoping to see maybe Rigby in a mark.
8 minutes left to play here in the fourth quarter. Knipp, the new quarterback, hands off to Hodge, right side. Hodge cuts it back across field, across the 40, 35. Takes the contact at the 20, thrown down at the 20-yard line.
Hey, I tell you
run by Hodges.
Yeah, started out right, and he just gradually just moved himself back across the field, followed his blockers, and got a great pickup.
You know, he had that big 63-yard run a little earlier when we had against playing Columbia. Was it Hickman or Rockbridge?
I think it was Hickman.
Hickman. He had a 63-yard run in that game, and he did the same thing. He just went as hard right as he could and then cut it back across the grain and came back across the field, probably ran 90 yards to pick up 63, but he just waits till it opens up. He does a really good job of following his block. Knipp wants to throw. He's got a man open, caught. Oh, I thought it was caught. Should have been caught.
Carter Saab.
Carter Saab left it a little bit early. He was trying to figure out what to do with the catch after he made it. Turned the corner a little bit early before he had the ball.
Yes, he did.
We were figuring out what he was going to do, too. I had it down as a catch. I plugged it in here. Okay. I had to use the old backspace on my laptop here.
That's not Knipp's fault. That ball was there.
It was.
Drayden Carr entered a running back now. Actually shifts out into the slot. And the handoff goes right up the middle. Good hard running across the 5 and thrown down into the end zone. Did he get in? Oh
close.
Man. I thought he maintained his balance down at the 1-yard line.
Daniel Quinn. Hey, he's a hard runner.
Yeah, he's fast. Daniel Quinn's fast. If that was any indication of what you've got in the pipeline, that kid's going to get some reps.
Yes, he is.
6 minutes left. There's an injury timeout on the field brought to you by Lake Regional Hospital, but we'll keep it here. He's limping off the field, and it won't disrupt play. First down, goal to go for the Lakers. Knipp out of the shotgun. And the handoff, same way, into the end zone. Touchdown. Daniel Quinn, 2 impressive runs to cap that drive and punch it into the end zone. 63-0 now.
Well, they're not going to bring Crossy out. He might be getting a little fatigued from kicking so much tonight.
Don't want him to tighten up and pull a hammy now.
No.
He broke a shoe.
Looks like they're going to go for 2 with Knipp and the offense staying on the field.
Let's see if they're going to call us for not enough men on the.
And the throw. Oh, good defense.
Yeah. I don't think the refs are going to be throwing many flags. The Lakers didn't have enough guys on the line of scrimmage there.
Yeah, but I think I'd let them play at this juncture.
Unless it's something.
Trey Thomas did a nice job.
Yeah.
Staying with that play. He didn't give up on it. Makes the play for Southeast Kansas City. So the score stays 63-0. Back in a moment. This is Mix 92.7 Sports and MoSportsZone.com.
What a game. It's 4th and goal. Winter Shelton drops back in shotgun. Here's the snap. Shelton bootlegs. He keeps it. He dives into the end zone. Touchdown! When it comes to winning and real estate, there's one team crushing the competition. Winter Shelton Real Estate Group.
Shelton is crushing it.
Look them up online and Facebook.
Winter Shelton's crushing it, yeah.
This is Camdenton Lakers football. Here's the call of the game on your Lakers hometown radio station, Mix 92.7.
Welcome back. Denny, Sean, and Steve with another scoring recap.
50 yards this time in 4 plays. Daniel Quinn with runs of 18 yards and 1. They stopped him just short. He got the ball the next snap and put it in the end zone. 2-point conversion was no good. So 4:56 to go. Well, 3:51 now. 63-0. Camden.
Short kick this time is botched at about the 40-yard line, picked up and bounced out of bounds at the 21. That was dangerous. He just needed to let that go.
That was one of the Hoggies. You kind of, when a Hoggie gets up there to do a kickoff, it's more than likely just going to be like a clubber. He's just going to club the ball, won't go very far.
Is that what you call it, a clubber?
A clubber, yeah. Yeah.
It's like me swinging a wedge. Okay, it's not going to go anywhere.
First down and 10 for Southeast Kansas City. Only 3 minutes left in this ball game. This will be the fastest night of football I think I've ever covered in my life.
We'll be done.
A 2-hour game.
Yeah, it's going to be less than 2 hours.
Yeah. Yeah, because
and that was with the senior night halftime. The extended halftime.
Barring any injury, we're going to be done before 9.
2:45 left. Clock runs in this blowout. Camdenton 63, Southeast KC zip.
Fumbled snap.
And the handoff is nowhere. Hit right at the line of scrimmage. Even the younger players are having a good night.
Yeah.
Got some scores, Coach?
Yeah, Belleville East is up 21-3 on Cap City, so it's going to be really interesting to see what goes on. Lebanon's still up. Jeff City, they beat Lutheran St. Charles 42-0 last night. St. Francis Borgia is still up 12-3 over Osage, and Sherwood's up big over Versailles. Boonville's up big over Eldon. And Bolivar and Rogersville, they're tied 7-7 in the fourth. Close game there.
2 minutes left. I'll give you your 2-minute warning. Here we go. Snap to Hodges. Oh, big.
Look at this.
I think
nice little play. It was a little misleading. I think it was a direct snap to the running back.
Is Hodges number 2?
Hodges. It is Hodges.
I think it was just a quarterback sneak. Maybe he's getting a key off which way our nose guard's going, or he just read the nose guard. Just let him go, and I'm going to go the opposite way. Let the guard get on the linebacker, and there you go.
Hey.
That is only their third first down of the game.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds familiar.
Yeah.
Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah.
1:25 left to play here. And a first down for Southeast Kansas City. Good for them. Hodges, nice awareness of where everyone was, and he snuck that one right by there. See, that's what he's doing. He's just taking the snap. He got spun to the ground there with no gain. Well, a gain of 2, we'll call it. Second down and 8. But he's snapping the ball, and the line's just standing up. They're not even blocking. He's just trying to get through the line of scrimmage and get one-on-one with the linebackers.
Mm-hmm.
45 seconds left.
Got to be frustrating for him.
Yeah.
And this may be the last play of the game, Denny, the way the clock's working. So we'll see. It's going to be real close.
Second down and 8. Hodges, the quarterback, has been all hit. Now ball loose on the ground, and the Lakers right there to sack him back at the 30-yard line. Third down and 14 now. For Kansas City, and might have an injury on the field. And the way the clock is being handled, they finally stop it at 17 seconds.
And now they're winding
Now they'll
the clock.
wind the clock. That's probably all. Hodges has his helmet off, walking toward the sideline. There's only so much you can do, young man. He tried. Give him credit for that.
Yeah.
That's going to be all she wrote. 63-0. Camdenton Lakers came out ready and played their game tonight, Steve. It was a great night of football.
Complete game, Denny.
Laker fans finally get what they want going into district. Little momentum. We'll be back to talk about it right after these messages on Mix 92.7 Sports and MoSportsZone.com.
This is is America, where football means football.
As the bumps and bruises of football season and life build up on our bodies, wouldn't it be nice to soak away those issues in a brand new Bullfrog Spa from Pacific Pools? Enjoy stepping away from the rigors of life, the aches and pains of the past, and current injuries, arthritis, or stress of the workday. Get yourself into Pacific Pools and order your new Bullfrog Spa today. It only takes 21 days to construct and ship. And listen to the Lakers take the field, all while soaking in your new Bullfrog Spa. Take a break and make your escape to the hidden gem of the lake, Old Kinderhook. Golf the finest course and dine at the best restaurant, the Trophy Room. Happy hour is 3 to 6. Enjoy prime rib Friday and Saturday. They've got a wine list that matches its cuisine and spa for your golf swing. Old Kinderhook invites you to escape today. Come stay and play for a weekend. A proud supporter of your Camdenton Lakers and Osage Indians. Look them up online and Facebook.
At Lake Regional Health System, excellence is everywhere, in the care of a nurse and the dedication of a doctor. As our pursuit of excellence continues, we're proud to announce our membership in the Mayo Clinic Care Network. Their specialists and research supporting ours, because excellence lives here. Learn more at lakeregional.com/Mayo.
Where there's smoke, there's barbecue. Hi, I'm Greg Dierberg. You heard that right. No liquid smoke flavor at Dierberg's. It's all smoke fresh with apple and cherry wood at each one of our stores. From brisket and wings to my personal favorite, smoked salmon. If you can smoke it, Bob's Barbecue has it. It's time to rethink your BBQ and try something truly extraordinary. Stop by and see what's smoking today. It's fresh, it's friendly, and for slow smoke barbecue, it's Dierberg's.
This is America, where football means football.
There's only one place to hear Camdenton Lakers football. Back to the game. On your Lakers hometown radio station, Mix 92.7.
Final score once again from Southeast Kansas City High School, 63-0. Lakers in a romp tonight. And just looked as good as I've seen them look this year.
Yeah, it was a complete game, Denny. Coming out with the running clock at half and then still, offense put up 2 touchdowns in the second half, one in the third quarter, one in the fourth quarter. Give one of those to Dan Quinn on a 1-yard run after an 18-yard one, and Carter Butts with a 4-yard run when they were set up on the 10-yard line, for a touchdown. And then, of course, Richie with the interception, standing in the Lakers' end zone from the throw. So where you would expect a safety, the Knights quarterback just threw it more or less right to Richie, standing there, and he got the touchdown there on the interception. So all in all, 343 yards of total offense, where the points you'd expect those out of that offense to be more, but they had a lot of short fields. But Michael Machino, 15 of 21 for 220 yards, 3 touchdowns, and the 1 interception we talked about. Are they ready to go down there with the coach? Is that
yep,
what okay.
Coach is on the way.
All right.
Sean Machino is standing by. We'll get it to you. Go ahead, Coach.
All right, thank you, guys. Coach Pitts here. You
might be just a little far away.
Yeah, don't really have a good signal. We've got a wireless mic, and it's a rainy night. We're having some issues.
Our guys
try and pick it up.
Really, I felt like they were just ready to go play, not tight, not worried, not anything about playing the rest of the season. Get on this run in districts and just be loose and play football, and we saw it on the field.
Absolutely. So looking ahead to next week, Jeff City and Glendale both played last night. They both won, so I believe their points are more than likely next week.
Yes, I think it's probably pretty much a done deal that we'll be playing Jefferson City, even if it really doesn't matter if we would jump ahead of them or not. We're going to go to Jefferson City, so that's been our focus and in our preparation. So that's where we're going to be focusing this weekend and next week.
Yeah, had a close one, first game of the season, wasn't it? So I know our guys are really looking forward to going up there and playing them again.
Yeah, we're a much better football team now than we were then, which you should be in Week 10. But I think the confidence, the dynamic playability that we have now is just going to help us, and we're excited about it.
Yeah.
We want that opportunity.
You can tell kids came out on the field after the game. The excitement is there, and I'm looking forward to seeing you next week. All right, have a good trip home. Be safe. I love that running clock. That was a true running clock in the second half, wasn't it? All right, back to you guys.
Sideline report brought to you by HMI Fireplace Center in Camdenton. Appreciate all their support throughout the season. Steve, we've got some awards to give out.
Yeah.
Jackhammer hit of the game. DJ Bushnell came in.
I tell you what, decleated the Knights ball carrier. And like Coach Machino said, the shoulder pads were the first thing to hit the ground. So, that was a heck of a hit and well-deserved.
Hogs Pork Chop Block, the Butcher Shop sponsors that, and it's got to be the entire offensive line, Steve.
We controlled the line of scrimmage, both sides of the ball. And so, Machino had all kinds of time to play, and the score reflects that. So, good.
Our trusted choice player of the game, who you got?
I tell you what, I'd give it to Jaden Hodge.
I'm with you. I was hoping you were going there.
8 carries, 79 yards, and 3 touchdowns for that guy, and he played – lights out the whole time, anytime he was handed the ball, and, did a fantastic job. So I think he's well-deserved the player of the game tonight.
Mills & Sons Insurance, Trusted Choice Insurance brings you that. And our post-game coverage has been brought to you by High Tech Automotive, the guys in the big yellow trucks. How'd they do in your car?
Oh,
Didn't
it's
you
beautiful. It's better than it was when we bought it, okay? I'm telling you. And, they did a great job. So if you have any kind of body damage that you need done on a vehicle, that's the place to take it.
Healthy hit of the game, Central Ozarks Medical Center. What do you got?
That's tough. I mean, there were so many of them, Denny. I'm
going to go
pick
with
one of the new guys who got in there. Or somebody. Have you got somebody in mind?
Stanfield, I thought, had another big hit tonight. I mean, it would have been easy to say Paul Muff on a couple of sacks down there. And then how about Richie's interception in the end zone? On 2 identical plays, he stays at home in the same place.
Yeah. So he caught the ball in the end zone on twice. One, they got the timeout call before the play, and they went right back to the same play, and Richie wasn't fooled. He just standing there in the end zone, caught the ball.
All right, got anything else you want to wrap up with here?
I think we're good, Denny. It's going to be a long trip home for the fans that were here and for the players and everybody, so we can take a cue and
for Sandra back at the studios then, our producer, Ricky Smith, Sean Machino, Steve Schneider, I'm Denny Benny. This has been another presentation of Mix 92.7